Yeah, welcome to season 2 of How Not to End the World. Pretty exciting that after 2 weeks we get to revisit this. Ryutama was fun, but it didn't scratch the creepy Cthulhu-esque horror thing, and this does, so.
No, it only scratched the let's help strange animals with their Romeo and Juliet problems.
You're saying that like it wasn't beautiful?
Also, it really just scratched Ian's. You know what? You guys have been throwing puns at me for so long. How about I pun at you?
I will sue you for punitive damages.
That was enjoyable. I only did it for the cats because that is their thing.
Yeah, we just met a bunch of Animorph people on our little adventure and did a bunch of things and got a question answered.
Well, no, we didn't get to go back to the dinosaur age and talk to God, so I don't think we went full Animorphs.
Not all the way. We didn't get to book 2.
You talked to a god. I mean, no, Tilly's normal.
Dude, maybe.
Anyways, yeah, if you're interested, we do have it up on our YouTube, fantasticide.net/YouTube, because we don't have an official channel moniker, and, you know, ZYXQ3 exclamation mark ampersands is not something that you want to type in. So I was thinking for recap, we have all of a season to recap, and we don't have that much time. So why don't we just like say, you know, maybe one scene that like really stood out to you from last season and like your character's takeaway from the experience. Going clockwise, so Rhea.
Wow.
Put you on the spot.
I'll start. I'm totally done leveling up my character. I'm very prepared, sir.
You'll have some time, don't worry.
Okay. I think one of my favorite scenes from last season. I mean, I'm biased, but I think I really liked the trial when everyone came to my defense. They defended my honor. It was so nice to have friends who support you.
What was this trial about for people who haven't seen yet?
Oh, yes. I was accused of being bad and doing bad things, TM, such as trying to summon an evil god known as the Blood Mother. But in truth, I was trying to stop the Blood Mother. Also, this mean guy from my monastery named Luciv was just kind of sabotaging me, and he's rude.
Okay, so what's Rhea's takeaway from the whole experience?
Be careful who you let into your circle, because you don't know what they want.
Fair enough. How about you, Lysta?
Well, favorite scene. I think would have to be after we met the crime lord in her orgy pit. And Rhea went up to Lysta and was just like, is that, like, normal?
While you're at it, can you, like, turn my camera? Yeah, just so it's, like, actually pointing straight. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so awkward sex talk between Rhea and Lysta after a moment of watching a giant orgy.
It's fun.
That was fun.
What was Lysta's takeaway from the whole ordeal?
Humans are more naive than she expected, and she expected them to be pretty naive.
Sounds like a frickin' elf.
Excuse me.
Ymitri?
Sorry, I had to come out the gate strong.
Ymitri?
Come on, Dimitri.
Who?
And the razzing starts.
I don't know about a favorite scene in particular, but I was able to learn a lot about the Ordenist because I snuck into the library with my friends, actually. Well, we didn't even sneak in, but I did steal the book and some other things. with the new little item I found, and I talked to somebody. Well, I guess it's some kind of relative of some sort. So it was just interesting. Who are the Adenists? They're kind of like parental figures from another dimension of mine, I guess, to say the least.
That's what Ymitri would say.
You know, they didn't necessarily create me, but they made me what I am. They've left me up to figure out the who. So, yeah.
What was your takeaway?
My biggest takeaway is, I've mostly found out that, you know, there's a lot more to things than I learned, just found out as Saul growing up, you know, in Aquila, and, you know, that's why I've just been eager to get out, to see what's going on. You know, if the answers aren't there, there's a lot of other places, so maybe they're there. I can find out how I can maybe, I don't know, save my sister, but keep Satina safe, and, you know, things like that.
Okay. Milo, how about you?
Well, Milo navigated quite the gates of bureaucracy several times for us, getting information from city councils, making applications to get repairs done on his shop, the sorts. Really, he's a bureaucratic wizard who is great at navigating paperwork and governmental expectations.
A bureaucromancer, if you will.
Milo remembers the bureaucracy. Fitting. What was your takeaway?
It was wonderful.
Well, what was Milo's takeaway?
My takeaway is going to pertain more to what I believe Piotr's memory is. But Milo's takeaway from the last period of time is I am always right and I should never let anyone plan anything else.
That sounds
Don't trust
consistent.
anyone else's plans. I'm always right.
That sounds consistent with Milo's character. That's fair.
Okay.
And Piotr.
Sure.
Oh.
Piotr. You have the floor.
Well, near the end of last season, Piotr's daughter Sasha was kidnapped, and thanks to the efforts of these four yahoos and himself, they managed to come up with a madcap plan to heist her out of the clutches of the bad nemesis guy trademark. And so his takeaway from that is that these four, as different and as, what's the polite word? Quirky
Amazing.
as they can be,
To say amazing or messy.
they can be trusted and relied upon to some extent.
Aw, you made friends.
No matter how
made
many
friends.
times you threaten to murder them.
Hey, that was only
was
once,
only
and that
one.
was only you.
No, he threatens someone else too.
No.
I know he threatens Satina a lot, but I don't know that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she did murder somebody.
Yeah, I don't know that he was wrong
It was
to do so.
I think that one may
stressing
have been
moment.
deserved.
And
I was ready. Ymitri was ready to stop you from outright killing her on the spot there.
So
the main-
was Reyes. I'm glad it didn't come to that.
And if you're wondering about what the hell we were just talking about, we do post weekly recaps starting around episode 20 or so. So they're on our website, fantasticide.net. Check our blog. That's where they are. And yeah, with that, let's jump into it. After I get some music going.
Damn it, guys! I forgot to bring my from home dice. The only dice that love me are my from home dice.
See, that should have been your takeaway.
That should have been my takeaway. Get ready for me to bust out all the nat 2s.
Okay, let me check
I
the...
am ready.
Death. Oh,
Good.
shit. Right. That's
Get
part of
ready.
leveling up, isn't it?
I'm,
Changing all the numbers up by one.
yes, that is important. It is.
For those remote, is the music like the appropriate amount of volume?
I can hardly hear it, so that's okay.
Okay, I'll turn it up
Same.
a little bit.
Just a little.
Ambiance is important. So,
is Beyonce.
Neurons.
On Beyonce.
So last time we left off with you sailing off into the sunset. And we talked a little about what happened, but we're going to kind of pick up near the beginning of your voyage. And one of the first things that happens is, Ymitri, you recognize the captain from way back before all of this happens. It feels like years and years ago. You used to go to the Boozy as we established early on in the campaign. And while you were there, one of your drinking buddies was a Cunin halfling. She had these black eyes and flowing black frizzy hair, like really frizzled from a life near seawater. And you drank with her on a number of occasions, and she always struck you as one of the good ones. By that I mean, like, a lot of the captains are like really harsh and demanding of their crew, but she was generally nice, well respected by the other shipmates. She spoke to them as people.
That's nice.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Guppy. You know her as Captain Guppy.
Right.
Love her already.
Did you say what race she was? I kind of missed it
Cunin.
if you did. Pardon?
Cunin.
Cunin. Okay. Her name is Guppy, and that's so cute.
So are we like right where we picked up? Because I don't care about her because I'm hanging out with Rhea right now. Or are we like a little bit afterwards?
Okay. Yeah, if
Like,
you're not
that's so
going to make any moves on that, we're like in
I am making moves, but not on that.
we're making we're in pseudo downtime territory, so you can take as long as you want in approaching her, or like maybe, a couple days past, you might be like, hey.
Does she notice me on the boat? Because I'm a shy person.
Are you making a point to not be noticed?
No, I'm not hiding or anything. I'm just don't generally approach people without cause or purpose if not needed.
Okay.
But
She was your
I would
drinking
be
buddy.
floating around her vicinity.
Yeah, so a couple days are going to pass, and then, assuming you don't do anything during that time, she's going to make a point to sit next to you during the evening meal. You have normally she eats in the dining or in the captain's quarters, but today she went out of her way to go dine with the crew and other voyagers. Kind of like sits down next to you. Hey, do I recognize you? You
Hold on,
seem
my hood.
familiar.
Probably because I am familiar. I thought you changed, but here you are. Guppy, right?
Yep, Captain Guppy, at your service. How have you been enjoying the cruise or the ride so far? It's not a cruise. Especially not with this
I don't-
slop.
I don't really-
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just
I
kind
don't really know what to think of it. It's my first time actually going out on a boat, even though I worked on them for a bit.
Right.
Nothing to compare it to. It's just whatever.
Yeah, you were that
I'm not
one boy. You
seasick or
worked.
anything.
You worked down at the docks. We met at the Boozy Ewer, right?
Yeah, yeah. You had different hair then, but I remember you.
Yeah. I used to have this a little bit shorter. I decided that I liked it longer. Anyways,
How hair is her long? How long is her hair?
it's pretty long. It looks like she hasn't cut it, and she has the quarantine cut going.
Okay. Is it longer than mine? or shorter than mine?
Looking at your character picture down there, I would say it's
Mine's pretty
comparable
long.
length.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
Don't distract me with that kind of stuff, Joe. Now I'm thinking about it.
Well,
Joe, if you're gonna distract
aren't you going to
Evan,
introduce me to your friends?
do it in the chat.
Oh, I thought you'd probably already met everyone else. Well, Rhea,
I'll motion her over, whatever she's doing if she's around.
Oh, I'm nearby and I'm definitely watching you two have a conversation.
Come over here. Come on.
Do it.
Yeah.
Come on. Be jealous.
Rhea, come here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk over.
And when you get over, I'll like cusp your hand to signify that we're kind of a thing. And,
We are a unit.
This is Rhea. There's actually quite a few others, but I don't necessarily know where they are. Who else is down here?
Who else
You
is down
notice me
here?
sitting right next to you.
Yoda rolled really high on his stealth roll on accident.
Yoda's been listening the whole time, and
I mean, if it's food time,
well,
Lysta's probably down there eating food.
Lysa will probably be down here in a second, and Milo's the doctor. He's probably around here somewhere. I don't know.
Milo is skipping his meal to. He does that sometimes.
He has some very important
He forgets. He
research
loses
to
track of
embark on.
time.
I don't know what he's doing, but
I assume Sasha's there as well.
yeah, Sasha's with him. But
Yeah,
I
hi.
don't know. We're just here on weird circumstances, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of random, kind of not. Wouldn't you all agree? Well, it's just that we're here
Some
now.
stuff
and I've
happened.
left.
Some people were in some places, and then we were also in those places, and really we just met up by circumstance.
Yeah. It was like a weird business deal, I guess.
Oh, your
You
business
could
deal.
say.
That just happened to require leaving the country when there was that ominous red storm cloud overhead.
I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Sure. Okay. I'll buy
It's
it.
hard to do business when stuff like that's happening. So it's just better to go somewhere else, I guess. Right? It's kind of spur of the moment, But we had our things. It wasn't exactly spur of the moment. It was like a day. But
Oh.
how long have you been a captain?
I've been sailing for what is it now? Like good solid 7 years now, I think. Hey, Nikolai! When did I get this ship? Dude on the other side of the room just like, close enough.
I was you captain the whole time you were drinking with us. Well, I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh boy, it really brings me back. It's been so long since I've been to Aquila. Say, it actually reminds me. There was that one night, wasn't there?
Oh.
It's been a lot of
The
nights.
other gives him this look. Oh.
It's been a lot of nights recently.
Yeah. There was no. I remember you were. Yeah. Okay. How about this? I'll treat you to the rest of the voyage, dining with me on the good stuff. If you tell the rest of your friends about that night.
I'm gonna look imploringly at Ymitri and be
Come
like,
on, you want to. This stuff is truly disgusting. I have to hold my nose to eat it.
I'll kind of like look up to Rhea, and
Go on.
okay.
Go on.
Yeah. It was I guess the last time you were there was like 2 or 3 years ago or something like that. So
Somewhere around there.
yeah, it was me, and I think and DJ was there, and you, and some other fellow I don't remember. He had like blonde spiky hair or something. His name. I don't know, he wore, like, muscle shirts,
Plow
green muscle
Crife.
shirts. Yeah.
How dare.
Have you betrayed the ship?
I was fishing for guile. And I don't know. Didn't you? Was it you that dared me that thing, or was it that guy? I don't know. It was to do something to some random lady.
Do what to her?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, it was something in public. It wasn't crazy.
I'm gonna look at the captain now.
There were a lot of drinks that night. This wasn't a 6 p.m. thing. This was a 3 a.m. thing.
Yeah, well, this one girl was like really rowdy or something like that. And have you ever heard of like when you pounce people, you just like pull the pounce down, kind of something you would do as a kid, you know? Never mind. I don't. Anyway, she was wearing a skirt, so you can't pounce someone who's wearing a skirt. It's something you just do to people who
You
kind of
pulled
like
down
being
her
pricks.
skirt?
No, I did pull it down her skirt. I pulled it
did I walk
above and over her
into?
head.
You're pulling down
Wait, that
people's
was but
That's
you.
not better. You understand how that's not better, right?
I know it's not better. It was like a couple of years ago. Everyone was drunk. She was being a prick. So
Wait. No, that was you. I heard horror stories about this from my boss.
there's no
Women
other
stayed away
stories
from the
of me.
bar
Then.
for weeks.
There's no other stories of that guy at the bar. Like they didn't even know my name or anything. So yeah, I didn't go back for like 2 months. But apparently she knew like one of the bartender's brothers or something. I don't know.
Oh boy.
That's it.
I'll never look at you the same way again.
it's a little sad that I have to split my rations for the rest of the trip, but it was worth it.
Rhea stops holding Ymitri's
it's not even that bad
at
of a
some point
story.
during
Come on.
that story.
Anyways, I think my business here is done. I hope you have a lovely trip.
All right.
She just like gets up, yeets off.
Fucking guppy, man.
Anyway, everybody,
I love her.
that's Captain Guppy. She would drink at the docks every now and then. A lot, actually, but that's how I know
And
her.
apparently you did things to people's skirts. I've lost my voice.
Once. It was once, and I haven't even been that drunk before. You're not even supposed to be drinking that early. I was, 19 or 18 or something. So,
What's the drinking age for humans? I thought it was 18.
well, I drank a lot fast. I don't even remember, so I don't even remember actually doing it. They had to tell me. What are you all looking at me for? It's fine. Like, it happened like 3 years ago.
Okay, so we're gonna move on from that scene.
So there's, yeah.
Unless somebody has anything they really want to add. Okay.
Captain, could you shift to less choppy waters? I'm dealing with some very delicate materials. I would hate to eat a hole through your deck. Thank you.
Okay,
Walks off.
sure. What are you working with? Is that what I've been smelling?
None of your concern.
I thought it wasn't supposed to smell like burning pitch.
Enter
I
Sasha.
burned daddy
No,
pitch.
that's just my daddy's butt.
No, that's just my daddy's butt.
So it re-begins. The lowest brow of humor.
Would it be how not to end the world if we didn't have Sasha saying butts every 3 seconds?
Butts.
The humor is so lowbrow, it's often mistaken for a mustache.
Okay.
Hey man, it's higher brow than we usually do in this group.
Accurate.
This is elevated for us.
Accurato. So,
You should have more
Not
realistic
true.
expectations.
so Milo, you notice that the ship does indeed turn course very quickly after you consult with the captain, and you buy yourself, let's say, 3 more days of sailing time.
Oh, that's even better.
Ask and you shall receive, son.
Oh my gosh. With that, can I make a roll? Because with 3 extra days, I can finish.
Keep grabbing his own boobs
I
right
can
now.
finish a rune of
Yes.
returning.
He's so excited, he's grabbing his titties.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make those rolls. In the meantime, so
Oh my
It's
god.
fair.
Rhea,
Yes.
a couple days later, like
Does
maybe
a 30?
Huh?
Does a 32 succeed?
I legitimately don't know the difficulties offhand. It sounds
It
high.
says it's up to you based on the rarity and difficulty of the item. It's a level 3 item of common rarity.
Ooh, it's
Yeah,
Sounds
sounds
like
about right.
between sessions,
30 is pretty
probably.
high. Anyways, so Rhea,
That's me.
after a couple days from that last scene, you all kind of like settle down,
Yeah.
move past it. And as you're wandering around the ship looking for something to do, you hear something. Can you roll a perception check? It's coming specifically from behind a door.
Pick my D20 for me. I'm so anxious. Okay.
First roll.
Ooh, that is not cocked enough to call it cocked. 15?
Okay. You hear some conversation from behind the door. It's actually the captain's quarters. You can't really make anything out. It does seem to be a little bit, on the down low, though.
Okay, I'm going to kind of look both ways in the hallway. Do I see anyone bustling around, or is it pretty empty in here?
Nope, it's empty.
What if I, lower my ear to the crack underneath the door in the hallway and listen closer?
Okay. If you do that, you manage to catch several words.
Ooh.
You hear, still on for that stop, shipwreck, and catfoot.
Okay. Interesting. Noted. I'm gonna stop hovering suspiciously outside her door, though.
Okay. So we have several more days before anything happens. Is anybody going to do something?
I think I'm going to go to the group with this bit that I overheard and just ask, hey, did we expect this to be straight passage, or are we expecting other stops along the way?
I don't know.
Thought it
Kyoto's
was
the
straight
one that
passage.
got it.
Yeah, I thought it was straight passage.
I mean, I understand needing to stop at a port. That would make sense, especially if we need to resupply with food or water, depending on the length of the journey. I've never been to Irretai before, so I wouldn't.
Well,
Yeah, ships might
I
have
wonder
to
if-
make emergency stops. I don't know.
there's not too many places between here and Bottom Bay.
Given what she said, that the captain said, we might be stopping in the middle of the ocean for a shipwreck of some description.
Do we know of any famous shipwrecks?
Yes,
DM,
go
do we
ahead
know of any
and
famous
roll
shipwrecks?
society.
Ew, society.
bitch.
How fancy.
That's a
Nice.
29 for me.
That's a 21 for me.
Okay. Are any other rolls?
Mine's not worth it.
Okay.
I wouldn't know that.
Milo, you know that there's a particular portion of the ocean that's a little notorious. It's called the... What is it?
Bermuda Triangle.
Right. It's called
No.
the Glutenous Crossing. It's a stretch of sea between the Illyrian and the Goodwind seas, notorious for swallowing ships whole without warning, never to be heard from again.
That seems like a really dangerous place
All
for us
right.
to attempt to go.
See
And
that
we're
I'm
going
prepping,
straight there?
water breathing today?
Yeah, so I'll bring up the map
That
quick.
was horrible.
Good idea is central.
It's my first boat ride, and we're going to the place no boats return from. No.
Okay. So I can't really like point to things on here. I still haven't figured that out. Really, OBS needs like a laser pointer add-on or something. But so you see on the like bottom mid of the map near the Songwind, there's Aquila.
Yes.
That's where you set off from.
Yes.
And you're heading west on the Goodwin Ocean.
Right. Aren't we
Or-
going
no.
northwest to Bottom Bay?
Yeah.
Just past the Devil's Shelf?
Yeah, sorry. I think two names are flipped on this, but it still works. So yeah, you're heading northwest in the Goodwin Ocean. Oh, it's Godwin on here. I'll have to fix that later. It's Goodwind on the original map. Sorry.
Yeah, because there's
Northwest, Goodwind Ocean. You're going. There's the Illyrian Sea to the north before you hit Bottom Bay, and then kind of near where the Devil's Shelf subtitle is.
Yeah.
That's where the two oceans meet.
Okay. Is that the Gluttonous
And that's where the Gluttonous
Crossing?
Crossing is.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, anyone going from Aquila to Bottom Bay by boat would have to go through the Gluttonous Crossing.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
it's just,
but
it's
Rhea,
just
don't
the
worry,
most
it's not-
dangerous part.
So don't worry, Ray. It's not every boat. It seems to be random. Milo says and then smiles.
All right.
Knowing our luck.
I'm going to start preparing water breathing daily
I'm going to
from now on.
make note of where all the lifeboats are.
Speaking of preparing, Ymitri,
Yeah.
I have been curious about some of the fantastical feats you've been able to pull off, and I was wondering if I might request some assistance in an experiment I'm working on.
I guess, like, what do you need me to do to help? The same thing I did with those scrolls before?
Something similar, yes. I don't want to go too much into it now in case it's a failure, but I do have something quite fun planned.
Yeah, I could probably meet you, when we have some downtime.
Wonderful, yes. As we have
All
some
you
time
have
in the
is
next few
downtime.
days, that would be. Yeah, basically, I have to wait until the 12th day before I'm able to actually have him do stuff for me. But this way I can make it work like he's helping me figure out the do's and don'ts with this crafting. It's just a chance for Milo and Ymitri to spend a little more time together.
Wait, shit.
How cute.
Shit.
I do want to go talk to the captain after I hear we're going to go through this dangerous part.
Okay. Just a sec. I'm gonna quick change something. Okay, so you want to talk to the captain. What do you want to talk to her about? You get a hold of
Go
her.
knock
pretty
on her door when she's there.
Yes. Come in.
Hey, working on my door sounds. And I'll close the door behind me. Yeah, I was just, I was looking at the map, I guess, and, I heard we're going through, this gluttonous whatever thingy in the water, and people, I was concerned.
Don't worry. I've been sailing between Vezek and Irretai for the past 3 years. It's nothing to worry about.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. I'm sorry. I don't know. How long until you know when you're getting seasick?
Oh, do I need to have our ship dock get you some medicine?
No, I'm fine.
Just be sure to
Never
run
mind.
to the railing if you feel anything churn down there, okay?
Yeah. And,
The ship's doctorate, not me.
I shuffle out of the room.
Betrayed.
You're not around for this, so you don't know about it.
I know.
I shuffle out the room.
Okay, have a good evening. Don't forget dinner in two hours. 2 bells. I don't know maritime.
Yeah, up here, right?
Yeah, I suppose I still owe you that.
All right,
Wait, is
daily.
that the whole group or is that just Ymitri?
I
Just
definitely
Ymitri.
bring Rhea, 100%. I think the whole group's invited, though.
It was just
we?
Ymitri.
It was just Ymitri.
Yeah.
Ray can watch if she wants.
I can watch you eat nicer food than me while
I'm
you hang out
bringing-
with another woman.
I'm bringing
Great.
Rhea anyway, and we're sharing food.
Okay, Rhea, you can always eat me. I smuggled some peppers aboard, and I'll
Is that what? Just jalapenos in the shoulder pouch? Like what?
What were you saying? Are they like taped to your chest?
What have you become, Milo?
They're dried peppers in a jar. I have
to
2
his chest.
bandoliers.
That's okay, yeah. One bandolier just of
It's
dried
Iburn.
foods.
But yeah,
That's not my eyedropper. That's my jalapeno.
Mrs. grabbing the acid flask throws peppers instead.
shit, not my pepper.
Spicy.
Accidentally throw salt, gets bad luck.
That's a spicy glass ball.
If there was an equivalent for the dude in Mortal Kombat that comes out and goes, oh, toasty, when you threw the jalapeno pepper, that's when he would come out in D&D and be like, spicy,
But yeah, I am going to be
out of
daily
nowhere.
gathering the group together, and Sasha doesn't get this, so she better just, not sing. I can only target up to 5 creatures.
That looks really cool. I want to be in the magic circle.
Target her instead of me.
Please.
Or me, I can hold my breath 5 times as long as you.
Look, okay,
Fine,
so there's this
alright.
other kid on the boat, and he keeps on challenging me to a breath holding contest, and I totally want to beat him.
It's not going to help you hold your breath. It just helps you breathe underwater.
Well, yeah, we just like jump off the side of the ship for a little while.
You what?
I mean, nothing.
Well-
We get these big buckets. Yeah, big buckets, and just
I guess
It's
Milo's...
almost as if
Do you have any idea how dangerous that is?
we have ropes. I mean, buckets.
Sasha's best girl.
We'll talk about this later. Lysta, continue.
I cast water breathing at 4th level, so it lasts until my next daily preparations.
Does Sasha get it, and does Ethrin get it?
I can only target up to 5 creatures.
Does Sasha get it?
I mean, if Milo is giving it up,
Piotr?
I was giving up, but if Milo's going to give it up instead, then
Milo
Suppose I'm
can
good.
hold his breath for
I'll-
a really long time already.
all right, fine.
Not to be
Sasha
rude,
Sasha
but-
and Ethrin get it instead of Piotr and Milo.
Sweet.
So if we come across the shipwreck and need to dive into the shipwreck, you guys, whatever.
I'm gonna show that little shit Taz. Hey, Taz, come here. I want to show you something.
I want to look at Taz.
No,
Does Taz look like he's Sasha's new crush?
I don't know, roll perception.
I mean, she did get kidnapped by her old crush's father.
Yeah, she might just be ready to move on, That's a 19. Good buddy.
total?
Yes, total. The thing about the dice in the studio is that they don't like to roll above a 10.
You suspect there might be a spark.
And then I will also every
God,
morning
not again.
be casting Vital Beacon on myself.
Okay.
The hell is that?
It's some
I think
spooky ass
that's the one when
nonsense. That's what
we
that
touch
is.
you and you heal.
Yeah. And it lasts until my next daily preparation. So it's just easier to do in the morning.
Cool. So, the next thing that's going to happen is right now it's the shears, and next it's going to be the first jar of the heat. That is 3 days. Does anybody have anything they want to do in the meantime?
I do talk to Milo about a little thing we're starting. So eventually I'd come find you in whatever workspace you've developed for yourself here. And,
It's just a workbench below decks that I've been working in. Sometimes strange smells waft up, but you notice that Milo has actually been working on something more arcane than alchemical.
what type of day are you working on this? Like early morning or late night kind of stuff?
It's usually more towards the evening. Milo tends to on the boat. Milo tends to sleep in. Sometimes missing dinner to craft instead.
Gotcha. So I'll come find you like at just after midnight at one point, and I'll have my book with me and such, and kind of like creep in a little bit and be like, "Hey, sorry, I had like a drink. What was that thing that you wanted to do? I kind of I have energy right now.
Yes,
And,
perfect.
I brought my book.
I've been currently trying to develop a method of storing arcane or magical energies into mundane objects. Similar to how you infuse alchemical reagents together, I want to see if I can take this otherworldly energy and apply it to the mundane. So what I have here is this arrow I've crafted, and you notice it's just it looks like a normal arrow with some intense runic glyphings up the shaft.
Ooh.
Nobody's going to say anything about that arrow lick.
I said, ooh, when he said shaft.
Can you taste magic? That's the question.
Yes.
Ymitri
I don't
did
know.
not like
You
that
can
arrow.
taste the rainbow. So.
But Ymitri, if possible,
Tastes like jalapeno.
what I'd like you to try and do is
No, that's the peppers in his bandolier.
is to cast a spell into this arrow, and I want to see if it's able to hold the cast.
What do you mean, cast it into the arrow? Here, I'll hold on to the shaft of the arrow. Real quick.
I'll say. Milo will say, and he'll put your other hand on it as well.
Oh, double fisting it.
I look Milo deep in the eye, and I look back at the arrow, and I'll cast Chill Touch into the arrow. I'll focus, instead of casting it at it, I'll cast it into it.
Magic hands, man.
How does that chill touch feel, Milo?
I don't know. It's not on me.
I don't.
Right on the
Arrow
shaft.
should just be cold. The tip of the arrow should just the tip.
Just the arrow quivers.
I'm dying.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna say the runes on it glow a light blue. The arrow quivers. And it's right. Yeah. Yes, it is. You're welcome. But it looks like it's accepted it, which is excellent.
Oh, good. I was worried there for a second.
Could you try?
Consent's important.
Could you try a few more? Could you try a missile for me?
Yeah, and, I'm going to put my book down and turn to a page, and then kind of thumb through it quickly, and then
Shoot
this
your
time
missiles
just
for him.
touch a separate arrow with just putting 2 fingers on it and cast magic missile using all 3 actions into it.
Oh,
Yeah, the arrow glows as it absorbs these, and it kind of pulses that light blue arcane color in the runes around the arrow,
Guys, I
and then
can't
stays
handle it.
still.
It'll be okay.
Do I need to mute you two?
Does that just stay in the arrow then or something?
Until the arrow tip breaks. So they're meant to be more fragile than normal arrows. If struck, it should instantly release the spell that's in it.
Okay. Does it just work on arrows, or does it, in scrolls, or does it work on other things?
Well, I can only
if
do
there
it
was
on,
a toy, could you do it on something else?
right now, all I can do is arrows. The arrow is the specific design that I've developed. I think it would be possible, but I haven't experimented with anything like that yet. I'm new to the arcane side, although I am finding some very enjoyable similarities between the alchemical and the arcane.
Well, wait, and I'm going to turn to another page deeper in my book, and it looks like a picture of a lantern, and I'm going to be like, do you think, well, I don't quite know exactly what it is at all, but because I can't get to that point in the cipher, but everything seems to be I don't know. I think maybe you can eventually make this once I can figure out what that means. But it just looks like some kind of tool or item, just like this, and I'll hold up the amulet that I have.
Oh,
I don't know if it means anything, but... Or maybe you could make another one of these? If I figured out the magic?
If you could figure it out, I have a much higher chance. But
or something close.
If you can find a detailed description of it in the book, I might be able to reverse engineer something as well. Although I can't guarantee that the one we have wouldn't be destroyed in the process.
I haven't found anything about the amulets in the book, but I'm going to flip back towards the spells portion of the book. And one of these spells here can make it so that you can disappear kind of in a similar way, but I haven't finished deciphering that one entirely, but I could probably do that eventually and make it another thing that you could activate.
It's definitely possible. Although at this point I can make a similar potion, but you have to imbibe that.
Well, this one you could attack and do things, and you don't become uninvisible.
Oh, that sounds incredibly useful.
Right. So, do you just need the one arrow?
Would you mind casting a few more?
Yeah. Just give me a second, and I'll magic missile again, and do it 3 more times.
Cool. So 4 in total. 4. Yeah. 1 chill touch, 4 magic missile.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the chill touch, real quick, is 4d4 plus 4 to living creatures.
Cool.
After basic fort save. Yeah. The beginning of our crafting relationship.
Aww.
Most excellent.
I can, since we're on the bouts, I could probably do that some more, but if there's something specific, look through here. And I'll kind of make a quick sketch or a quick list of the spells I have deciphered in there and show it to you, which is all the spells I could cast at my level and lower.
Honestly, the ones that Milo is interested in the most would probably be that magic missile, but he does point out a few others that appear interesting, like the sound boom, and I know that that's wrong. I almost said shatter, but know that shatter is different, but could still be useful. And that the vampiric touch, definitely.
We'll hammer it off during break or something.
Pound it out.
Yeah, we'll pound it out during break. So that all happens. Milo's shafts are sufficiently touched by Ymitri's magic, and some more time
Milo's
passes.
shaft. You think that I know how to use those? Milo doesn't have a bow.
Fine. Piotr's shafts.
Piotr. Piotr has it.
We were holding Piotr shafts the whole time in there.
How does it feel to
Together.
have Milo and Ymitri so attentive to your shaft?
Was he invisible when we were just holding a shaft?
Doing really well.
Periodic reminder that this is an adult
I gotta say,
channel.
I'm enjoying the attention.
Okay, so that all happens, and 2 more days pass.
I am going up. Did you still need animals?
To the captain?
No, to Milo.
Oh, no, sorry, I wasn't able to get to that. Although I may need that in the near future.
Could.
So it's the jar, and
The third jar of the light?
nope, it
Or
is the
of the
first
fruit?
jar of
The
the
first?
heat,
The first jar of the heat.
also known as the beginning of summer.
I mean, a lot of our guys did just go into heat, apparently.
Wait, but I thought
Summertime.
I thought that our
summertime
week starts on
sadness.
the Stein.
It does. So it's
So
you're
it's the
week-
end of the
Joe.
first week. Okay.
Yeah. So it's you've been sailing for a little while, and the sun's
It's the heat.
beating down. All of you have a good tan going. You kind of try and trade off turns at the front of the boat to get the sea spray to really cool you down. But
Every once in a while, we just jump in because we have water breathing.
It's a moving ship. These things are not moving slowly.
I'm not doing that. I do not jump into the water.
Only move at like 5 miles per hour.
It's faster than I swim, though.
I was gonna say, if you can swim that fast, I'll be impressed.
So
Yeah.
At one point, I put myself and Rhea inside of a resilient sphere for the lulsies.
What's that
just
like?
to show her I could do that.
What's the resilient sphere do?
It puts us in a big force bubble.
Can people see inside of it? Can
Yes,
we see
it's see-through.
outside of it?
But you can not because it's hard.
Oh, so it's just a clear bubble made
just
of force.
It's a clear bubble. But then I'll shout.
You better
and
not fart
it's
in
just
here.
A muted sound from the outside.
Oh, okay.
I could give you a smoke stick,
I have a
and you could
smoke stick.
hotbox it.
I don't think we'd want to
hotbox
inhale
them.
that much smoke.
It does the resilient
Then I give
sphere
you-
block attacks.
Give you the last mango I stole from Aquila. And I'm out.
Ymitri, does resilient
What?
sphere block attacks and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty useless if it didn't.
Can I try out some spells on it? I'm just curious about how some of
Yeah,
these
let me
work.
pull up my Ordenist notebook to tell you exactly what it can do. What do you try? What do you mean?
Do
try
we
out some
both
spells
have to
that
be
work?
inside of it
I
while
think
this
I
happens?
figured out a way to make my my staff a bit useful again.
Do you mean useful?
Yes.
Staffs. God damn it.
I didn't know you had a staff list.
Yeah, I used it like 3 times at the beginning, and then I just said, "Feck it, I'm only zapping people from now on because this is worse."
You mean like make it like just more stronger or something?
Well, not so much the staff stronger, more make a lot of them.
Oh, like just duplicate them.
Temporarily. In a cone, like shape.
Oh, do you seen that one particular spell that I'm also excited about? Yes,
Can you?
because this
Get that
thing
one?
does damage if you strike things with it, right?
No, I don't have to strike things with it. Things have to get out of its way.
Oh.
But if you had, if you put yourself in the sphere, I was just curious to see how it actually looked.
Do you want me to put myself in the sphere?
I mean,
Or
if you want
it.
to. Well, I don't think you can put it in the sphere.
You'd have to, one of us would have to be holding it.
Well, no, I would be holding the weapon. Or,
Okay.
or the sphere. I was just curious if
yeah.
I could cast it in your direction while you were in a bubble.
Foop. I'm gonna put you in the bubble.
No one puts Lysta in a bubble.
I don't know how this will work.
I was waiting for it.
I guess I'll try and cast Weapon Storm as a 10-foot emanation then, rather than a 30-foot cone.
how large is the bubble, Ymitri?
How much HP does it have?
It's around the person, so 5 foot square.
Okay. Yeah, it appears weapon storm happens outside the bubble.
There are actually 2 force effects, so I'm actually seeing if there is an interaction, because that's a decent question.
Okay.
But used weapon storm.
Yes. It's
Emanation means it starts from you.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would stop at the bubble because it's technically a wall.
I feel like this probably isn't the best use of
So
time.
what happens, Ian, when she uses the spell in the bubble?
we're okay. 10-foot emanation. You swing a weapon you're holding, and the weapon magically multiplies into duplicates that swipe all creatures in a cone or an emanation. Yeah. So since it's flinging outwards, it would bump into the sphere and then just clatter.
It would.
But you see it freaking everywhere in the sphere inside.
What's the hit dice? Your staff does a 1d8.
Mm-hmm. So it does.
If you rolled well, it would break the sphere. So the sphere shatters as it like hits the inside of it.
Okay.
Was that expected?
Yeah. It worked out how I thought it would. Although I tried just going around since I thought cone might not work well while I'm in a bubble.
Well, it would protect you from like things from the outside too, like if there was an explosion or something. So I would hope it worked that way. At least just didn't go through it.
And now you know, things from the inside don't go out.
All right, good. I guess that is good to know. Let me know if you need help with something else, though, because I don't really get how your magic stuff things kind of work, because it's just different. And I don't know. I think if we both figure out our own stuff, we could just help each other. I don't know. Figure out whatever else there is to know.
Well, I get my
or
magic
like combining
from
things, maybe.
the land around me.
Like, show me that electric one you did.
The boat or the ark?
You might want to avoid the boat with it.
The one that won't burn the place down.
I'll just use the boat then. And I'll just shoot it off into the sky.
Okay.
120.
There's a loud.
God, what was that?
Yeah,
I'm
all of
just
a sudden,
watching,
all
like-
eyes are on both of you. The whole air goes, whole boat goes quiet for like 5 seconds.
I'm just watching the somatic proportion of you casting your spell when you do that. Okay. I can't do that now, but I don't know. I think I could do something similar eventually. There's like rules and techniques on how to learn magic, so that's what I've kind of been figuring out recently out of that book.
Well, in order to use a lot of the magic that I do, you have to have a good understanding of the nature around you. AKA nature, the skill.
Who knows that? But there's got to be like, tricks around it, because I've heard stories of people like that don't seem like wizards or anything using like a fire spell or something like that. So there has to be ways to, I don't know, bend the rules or whatnot. Because I'm certain there's probably ways you could do stuff that I can do.
Maybe.
Because it's all still magic, right? Even though it's different, it's eventually from the same source, right?
I guess.
It's a really great question.
That's why
I got no idea.
I don't know.
I'm just a thief.
I don't know if I could replicate lightning or electricity like that, but something that I don't think you have to just be like bound by what you called it nature magic. Like, what if nature magic could be mind magic, or vice versa?
Don't think I've ever really heard of mind magic, but
Well, I haven't heard of it either. It's just, well, here, and I'll cast Mind Link and explain to you my definition of mind magic over in an action, but it's 10 minutes of information. That's what I mean by mind magic.
oh, I see. I think I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like what they did to give me a bunch of information similar to it. But that's why I don't know. But anyway, I I have to go find Rhea for dinner. I was supposed to. It's our last captain's meal, I guess, after that deal of the story.
I thought that was fasting for the rest of the voyage.
She's fasting?
No, she said she thought it lasted for the rest of the voyage.
I have no idea.
She said Rhea's fasting for the rest of the voyage. She doesn't want to eat with you anymore.
That's what I
If
heard.
I can't eat with you, I can't eat at all.
She boycotted dinner with me?
No, not with you, because
Anyway, I have
of
to
you.
go find Rhea.
Both.
Whew.
Okay. Time moves forward. Things on the ship are relatively calm, but we'll call it the Stein. Piotr, Milo, and Lysta. You three are walking through the storage area of the ship. And Piotr, why don't you explain why?
We're going through the storage area of the ship.
The two of you together.
Three of you.
Oh, sorry.
We're
Piotr, Lysta, and
we're investigating to see if there's any equipment here for going down to dive at that shipwreck, assuming that's actually what's going to happen. We didn't just completely misunderstand, in which case the lack of equipment would tell us that, we had it completely wrong.
Okay. So you three are trying to keep a low profile then, right?
I mean,
Fish.
yeah.
Okay.
Milo is usually trying to keep a low profile. I understand that that's not always available. I mean, my glowing looks and bubbling personality.
Well,
when you pair that with your natural humility as well, it's just like a winning combination.
My natural humility and bristling intelligence.
out of the three
I
of
know
you,
that many people can be intimidated.
out of the three of you, which has the highest perception?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Truth.
You are looking through some of the barrels, and you've been in here for like 4 or 5 minutes by this point. And Lysta, you hear something inside a barrel just kind of like rearranged, makes like a thunk noise, and it's in a barrel that's kind of near the back of the room. You have to like climb over some stuff to get to it.
Before I climb over to it, I'm going to grab Piotr by the wrist and whisper into his ear, "There's something in that barrel."
I'm going to have my sword within easy gripping distance on my hip.
Seeing him kind of reach for his sword, Milo will pull out 2 vials and hand them to Piotr, and then move to go watch the entrance.
I'll put them on my bandolier, and I'm going to just like slowly, silently, carefully walk up to the barrel.
Yeah, as he does, I'm going to stand a bit behind, just with some spells ready.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'm going to tap on the barrel. Knock, tap, tap, tap.
You hear tap, tap, tap on the inside of the barrel.
I'm going to remove the lid and peek inside.
You see
Like just like pop it up a little bit and look.
You as like the dim light of the surroundings poke its way into the barrel, you see these like eyes glint on the inside, and you hear from inside the barrel this meek voice. "Oh, you found me. Congrats. You win a prize."
What's the prize?
What are you, a genie?
I wish I was there. I want a prize.
No. But if you close the lid and go away, I'll grant you a wish.
I'll close the lid and go away if and only if you tell me who you are and what you're doing in a barrel.
I'm a ghost, a scary ghost. You'd better run. I don't know how much longer I can hold on to my humanity.
Lysta's just gonna be sitting
I'm gonna
like
just open the lid.
at this point. Lysta's like put her hand down, just like
I'm just gonna pull the link completely off, like just stand there, hands on hips, like I'm so disappointed in you.
You pull the lid off, and the full light streams into this barrel. You see this contorted elven form with green skin and a shaved head, and you see him like kind of like slowly, meekly pop up and just like surprise.
Go away.
Yeah. As you can like take a second
Selwyn,
to
is that you?
Elicith Mullavath.
Oh, I'm sorry, Illicit.
So as you have a second to like kind of take this figure in, all of a sudden you get hit with this smell, this pungent sour odor that just kind of like spreads throughout the room in a creeping mist, just kind of makes your nose hairs just retreat back up your nostrils.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Good call.
You should really take baths.
Oh, Lysta, just who I was expecting to see. Old pal, old chum.
I used to think it was just racism, but I begin to think all elves actually do know each other.
Well, you really
Milo
only
will
get
just
this
shrug and then
green skin from one part of the world, as far as I know.
Milo, roll a perception check for recollection.
yikes. Okay. 21.
Okay. So elves stand out, right? And this used to be one of your patients. And he just kind of like looks at you and, oh, the good doctor! What a surprise! You two know each other. Don't tell them about that thing. I still have your discretion, right?
What thing?
Doctor-patient confidentiality is a thing.
Yes, Dr.
Milo
Patient
will say.
confidentiality.
It,
Always been my
Did
favorite.
the rash go away, though?
Yes, after a week of scrubbing.
Yeah, you still have a few more weeks of the topical cream, don't you?
Well, I've been keeping it stowed away, yes. I mean, not stowed away,
Realize-
no.
Dark and moist conditions will only make it worse.
does Corlin know you're here?
Oh, we split up a while ago. It's actually, well, I wanted to see the world. Get out there, see the sights. I see you're doing it too.
I was forced out here by a request.
Oh, that's unpleasant, I think.
Yes. The place I was sent to smelled exclusively of piss.
Well,
Kind of like what you smelled like just a
Oh.
bit ago.
that wasn't piss entirely.
It wasn't exclusively piss.
It was other things.
I'm curious.
What's he trying to do with that statement?
I'm curious. How have you been living in a barrel this whole time?
Well, I wasn't in a barrel the whole time. I moved around.
From barrel to barrel.
I see.
You're not here.
I'm not.
No, I was talking to Rhea.
Oh.
Well,
As a demigod.
Milo
Those
says,
barrels.
Milo says, no, we are not here. Correct.
Yep, never here.
I
Just,
am the barrel ghost.
I am the barrel ghost. Ghost of barrels, fear me. So,
And around container-like objects.
Lysta, you remember a couple of things about this man. You remember that, because I'm a weeb, the term middle schooler syndrome ring any bells?
oh yes, I know about Tunibos.
Yes.
Yes. So he was one of those kids. He played Dragon Guard and Ashkin into his teens, Elven equivalent teens. And
into his hundreds.
even by himself
So,
sometimes.
Elves
hundreds of
physically
years we
age at
played
the
this
same rate
game.
as humans. They just aren't considered mentally mature until about their first century.
Okay.
Yeah, so for the first century, he played a lot of Dragon Guard and Ashkin.
There was also that period of time of about a year or two where he insisted that everybody call him Malavis, the Darkened Whisper.
Malavis.
I was about to
And I will-
explain to the audience exactly what Chunibyo is. That did it perfectly.
And
That.
Leista, I'll let you pick one more detail that you remember about him.
He was also often found hiding in bushes.
Strangely appropriate considering.
Would never explain why.
We know why.
See, I graduated from being the bush ghost to the barrel ghost.
Hi, yeah, what was it? Matlevin?
Yeah. The Darkened Whisper.
You still
You'll
doing
recall.
that? Matlevin?
My parents told me to drop it, but some flames die hard.
Oh.
Pyotr's jaw has slowly been lowering just in slack-jawed disbelief of this man, this ridiculous man.
See, and you thought all elves were pretentious, Pyotr. I give you this.
Yes, this is such an improvement.
I take a
might be
okay,
the
I see your
nice-
point.
That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to Malavin.
Yeah. It's been a hard life, guys.
Didn't have to make it as hard as it was. Seriously, what was with the bushes?
Well, I don't want to say.
Bushes aside, why are you here? Why are you stowing away?
Well, I got into a bit of trouble in Aquila, and look, I think it'd just be better if nobody knows that I'm here.
I'm assuming it has to do with the rash.
That's part of it.
I would also assume, no offense meant, that if he's stowing away, he didn't have the cash to pay for passage.
That's part of it.
Milo will shrug and then look back to the door.
Look back or go back?
Go back.
Oh, by the way, if you have any food, I'm very hungry.
Trust me, you're probably
Milo
better off.
tosses him a singular hot pepper.
Oh, these are dark times for the Dark Whisper.
I'll give him a good berry.
Eats.
Oh,
Man.
Very
This may
spicy.
be the most evil thing I have ever seen.
Yeah, that's so evil.
Hey.
Giving a hungry man a really hot spicy pepper.
I handed him
only.
Holy shit.
That's so evil.
I handed him a
Have on
good
me.
berry, and good berries make you full for the full day. the whole
I
day.
always did like you.
I think that's just because
Okay,
I put up with the Malavin thing.
Sorry, you what with his Madeline
So-
thing?
Put up with it.
Among other things. Bushes aside.
Anyway, while you've been running around down here, have you seen anything unusual or interesting?
Oh, well, if you must know, there's been something around. I never quite catch a glimpse of it, but...
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. Just,
Are you sure?
definitely
you want...
don't tell anybody to search the ship. That would make it very hard to hide.
Then tell us what you see. It's not your own shadow, is it?
I mean, I can't say it's not my own shadow. I don't know, it's very dark down here. It's always rocking. I only just got over my nausea yesterday. Stop having such high expectations.
Well, just tell us what you do know, what you did see, even if you don't know what it means.
Fine. I was switching barrels the other day, and
As you do.
the other one was getting a little flooded.
You don't use separate barrels for that.
That's a good idea. I'll have to do that next time. Anyways, kind of like shakes off a foot while he's talking.
Trust a digital.
Anyways,
Sanitary.
I was switching barrels the other day, and, well, I heard something kind of shift around. And then there was a rat, and it ran across the room, and then I tried chasing after it, because I was very hungry at the time, you see, but it disappeared. I heard some bone crunching noises a little while later, but I think that might have just been, the calcium deficiency. It's been a really long time down here, guys.
And what have we learned?
Good enough. I'm
Always
not gonna
bring
tell
food when you
anyone
stow
here.
away.
Good.
And use a second barrel for that.
Oh yes, that's very good. I will not be forgetting that.
How's
No,
this dude
sir.
made it this far in life?
Milo
Just-
shakes his head disappointingly. That rash is getting worse, he says under his breath.
You only assault this dude for medical reasons?
Also, you've been on board long enough, you might just be able to pass yourself off as a passenger at this point.
Well, kind of like holds up his tattered shirt. It like is ripped off around here and like is missing part of its shoulder, and there's like rat biting marks all over it.
It's a one-armed distressed midriff.
That's the style now in Irretai.
Ah, yeah, that would get in the way of that. Well, good luck. I'll hand it back the lid to the barrel, and I'll keep
He
searching
just kind
for
of
whatever
like
was making those bone
looks down at
crunching noises.
it and then looks up at you with like really big puppy eyes. If you could
What, do you want me to put it on the barrel for you?
maybe come back. It's very lonely.
I'm gonna look at Lysta.
Well, have fun. I'm going to start walking.
Bye, friend. Thanks for that good berry. It was very yummy and good.
As I pass Milo, I'm just going to say, it was a diaper rash, wasn't it?
I'm not allowed to say.
If only we had
But-
one of the good
but-
characters down here.
I'm not allowed
but
to
by
say.
by Milo's eyes, you can say that it was much worse than you think.
I'm gonna continue looking for whatever was making those bone crunching noises.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yick. 20. Total.
Nah, you don't find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eh,
Time
I leave.
continues.
Yeah. Piotr, those 2 vials I handed you are giant centipede venom. Use them as you will.
Write them down on my character sheet.
Yeah, I'm taking them off mine.
So does anybody do anything before, like 2 days before you arrive in port?
Well,
Is
was there any stop for...
2 days before you arrive in port.
Oh, I thought there was
Anything
gonna
we
be a
do before
of
2 days
Bottom Bay.
before we do.
I thought that there was going to
If
be a
nothing
stop on the
fishy's
way to
going
a
on now.
shipwreck.
Who?
I'm guessing that's going to happen 2 days before we expect to arrive at port.
Yeah. No.
Yes, a simple no is fine. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on making stuff. Probably see if Ymitri will help me with a few more spell casts.
I want to just spend some time with like the crew, kind of learning like what to do with a rope and how like I want to make myself useful. I'm strong.
Okay.
And I want to learn how to tie knots and stuff.
I join her for knot tying class.
Go ahead.
You want to tie the knot with me? Is that what you were saying?
I didn't even think of that pun. I just thought it'd be interesting to be able to tie like 8 different kinds of knots.
Right. No, that's what I was looking for initially.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
then you got
walking
married.
No, I
into
just
it.
want to tie knots. I think knots are cool. They're like locks, but for ropes.
Fact.
Okay, so I'm
this man is
sorry.
a keeper.
I have a situation on my end. I need to step away for a quick moment. I'll be right.
Okay.
Cool. I'll just turn off your camera.
The Joe Show. Welcome to the Joe Show.
Welcome
Studio
to the
mode this
show.
time. So I don't just. Sorry about that.
Doop,
Doop.
doop. There we go.
Okay.
It's Joe time.
So
It's Joe time.
The opposite, actually. Everyone except Joe time.
time
At
passes.
another
You
point,
know-
Rhea. At one other point, I go to Rhea and cast another ball of magic around her in its invisibility sphere this time.
I check this one out.
What was it?
Invisibility sphere.
Lure the Joe
Oh.
away to enjoy your special day.
Yeah,
that's
you
all.
gotta lure Joe away before your special day.
She's my practice dummy for the fun magic I discovered.
Okay. I feel like, we might be smooching a little
that
bit
I
when
know
that
is
spell
harmless.
expires.
Ooh.
How long does
Oh.
invisibility sphere last?
It
5 seconds.
Concentration.
That's a good question.
Do you need to roll
I
some
don't know
concentration
because
checks while making
we
out?
it'll only stop if we take hostile actions at each other.
Oh.
So
How hostile are you being with your kisses?
You don't need to answer that.
How much biting
well,
is
I
there?
tell Rhea,
Well, it'd only drop if we do hostile things to each other. So, like, we could do this in public and just both disappear for up to 10 minutes.
This brings
Or
up
like,
a lot
on
of
the deck of-
questions about what you would consider hostile actions.
We can go on the deck of the ship, and like, no one could see us, so it would just be fun.
I've got a worrying question.
Would clawing the
Yes.
back be
Does Rhea wear
considered
a
a
skirt?
hostile action?
Well, Rhea.
Do you wear a skirt?
Yeah.
She's a monk.
Like, don't put this on me. Yeah, I wear a skirt.
Is
No, I was asking,
flipping,
do you wear a skirt?
Yeah. You already knew that.
does flipping up a skirt count as a hostile action?
No.
There we go.
Does if
It
it's not
requires
with
hostile
consent.
intent.
only if the target's willing. No.
Well, okay, yeah.
Wow.
It requires hostile intent or hostile perception.
Hey, it's hostile if there's no consent.
Yes. So, my question is, can people walk through the invisibility sphere?
Like, accidentally walking.
Yes.
Okay, so
creatures in it are just undetected as long as they remain inside of it and don't make a hostile action.
if somebody else were to walk inside the sphere, then they would become invisible and see you, or they would.
No.
No, it's only cast on the creatures that I cast on when I cast the spell.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind then.
Got you. So they would walk in the
They-
sphere, but they
they-
just still wouldn't see us.
Yeah,
It's basically
and it's a
like
10-foot area around me.
multi-person invisibility, except that it doesn't last quite as long. I think.
And you got to stay close to me.
Yeah.
It's technically literally listed as an exploration spell in this game.
Okay. So that happens.
I'm using it to explore Rhea in public.
The amount of exploration that happens is limited.
Yeah, it's definitely.
To
We're not all the way there yet. It's only been a
Shoulders
little
and
bit.
above.
Okay. Anyways, Rhea, can I get a diplomacy check for your schmoozing with the crew?
Yeah.
Public displays of affection and not so public because it's invisible.
17.
We
Okay.
can see each other.
Yeah. You get them to like, let you watch.
But I'm strong and I can help.
After a little while, they'll like, give you some stuff to do, like some of the grunt work. Okay, I will put you back on, Milo.
Ray, get
Studio
one of those
mode.
ropes and tie it around me. Let me see if I can break out of it.
What?
With one of those knots you land.
Okay, maybe that's what we do in the invisibility
Did-
sphere, though. I don't want to see
Did
them,
Ymitri,
have them see me messing around. I take it seriously.
We have 10 minutes, so take your time.
did
No one
Ymitri
can
just
see
say,
I
us.
tie you
tie
up.
me up, Daddy?
Yes. You came in at a great time. Ray's tying me up.
Can I roll
Well, they're
something?
invisible.
Yeah, you can roll a.
Use rope. That's not a skill.
Yeah, there's probably some skill. It's probably something like thievery.
Crafting or thievery?
I'd buy crafting, sure.
I mean, thievery is better for me. So if you want me to go with thievery,
Yeah,
that's
go with
fine.
thievery.
Cool.
I'm probably doing this way wrong, but like this is a
Right, but this is not something
a
that matters
rule heavy
super much.
scene.
Natural 20. And my bonuses are 11, so 31 on dice.
So
You are not getting out of those fucking
yeah.
ropes.
Ymitri,
Let me
good
roll.
thing-
Okay,
Good
go
thing
ahead.
you're invisible.
Yeah, you can try escape.
I leave you there.
Only Raya can see me because we're the two invisible ones, so I'm just going to look up to her and first like pull them apart because I think I'm a badass. And be like, okay, shit, they're tied. What do you want me to roll to try to break out of this
Probably
knot?
also thievery.
Escape. So it's athletics, acrobatics, or unarmed attack.
I will take the acrobatics.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
I just looked up these rules
Yay!
today.
That was me casting magic missile. Hold on, that's a number. Son of a bitch! It's only a 28.
Yeah. What was your total, Rhea?
31.
Oh, yeah.
Plus it was a natural 20, so it was a critical success.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get anywhere.
Raya
Is that
walks
the best you can do?
Raya, disappointed,
Honey.
walks
That's the
away.
best
That's the
you-
best you can do.
Is this the best knot you can tie? Because I can't get out of it. It's good. Like, that's good, Raya. It's like, I thought you didn't know how to tie knots, and that's why you were doing it. But are you teaching them instead?
No, they're teaching me. I'll try to untie it. Can I untie this knot? I think it might be too good.
Given that you're
an
not currently tied
acrobatics.
by it, it's probably significantly easier.
Yeah, I'll give you a plus for
It's
circumstance.
not necessarily true. I have tied plenty of knots I
Plus
could not
4
undo.
circumstance? That's a 29.
Well,
He's
Okay.
stuck.
Can I be assisting her? I'm holding still.
No, it's funnier this way. Let it happen.
Too
Okay, so you ran into a problem.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, I'll let you get in. I'll let you get in 2 more checks each if you want.
Appears on the deck.
tied up.
Yeah,
I'm
but we
looking
would appear
concerned.
because these attempts don't take 6 seconds. I'm assuming they take a little. Like
Yeah.
we're getting out of rope. So yeah, we can be seen. Come
They
attempt
appeared-
for 3.
They appeared 10 minutes later, and Ymitri is hog-tied on the deck.
Right.
He's tied up more as she's trying to
Raya,
untie
come
it.
on.
I rolled a 32 on my next check, so if I try a little harder, I can get you untied, I guess.
Lame.
Oh my god.
It's so much funnier to just leave him there tied up.
But do you, as Rhea, realize you figured out how to do it, but then pretend for a little bit longer?
Oh my god.
As Rhea,
Spell drop says you're untying me, or
no,
if you
Rhea
wait
wouldn't
longer.
do that. Abby's the one who's mischievous.
I mean, you can do whatever
I
you
kiss
want.
your neck on the
but-
way up from standing.
Once I rescue you, don't
Yeah,
worry,
so-
Ymitri, I'll rescue you.
Well,
So
my wrist hurt, but I'm fine.
that took like exactly the amount of time for invisibility to drop, and coincidentally, Sasha is walking past.
You get a room.
That's it.
Are you offering us yours?
Yeah.
I mean, like, Dad's there, so I don't think that's much better.
Fluffy.
I could not hear what you just said, Ian. What?
I mean, like, Dad's there, so I don't think that'd be much better. And, like, also we're in barracks.
Don't worry, your dad would not be invited.
Awkward.
Anyways, moving on. So more time passes.
Sasha says, moving on.
Moving on.
More time passes.
Several days pass, and on the dawn of 2 days before you expected to arrive in port, you all seem to take a sudden turn that just kind of has the boat rock sideways suddenly and then slowly right itself. You all have to grab onto something quickly to keep yourselves steady. The captain shortly appears standing on the top of the main, captain's wheel area. All right, we're gonna be taking a little detour, everyone. So just sit tight and we'll be good. Yeah, I think I did a good job. Yeah, just goes back to captaining.
Milo leans over to Rhea and says, I don't think I've ever sat tight in my life.
I'm gonna go up to her quarters after that. She just says that and leaves.
The monks always made us sit tight. It's kind of freeing to not have to. I don't really like the idea of needing to now. Milo, Rhea,
Oh, I mean, what are we gonna do? Take over the ship?
So the captain's at the wheel, so you can. The door's locked.
She's
but
okay.
you can,
So I go talk to her.
Milo looks over at
knock, knock
Piotr
on the
and raises his
locked
eyebrows.
Hey,
put a pin in that
Ymitri,
one.
can I help you?
Yeah, and
I went up there exactly 1 minute after she said that for me to prepare a spell. So
I go up there and say, yeah, so what's this detour? I thought we were supposed to port in two days from here.
Oh well, I heard about nice little something. If we just stop in a little gulf nearby, it won't take very long. We'll be in and out, no time at all. Don't worry about it. Just sit back, enjoy the sun.
What is it? Are you like a treasure hunter or something too?
Oh, nothing like that. We wouldn't dare do anything that would modify our manifests when we go into port, right, Ymitri?
she lying to me? Or is she telling me?
She just heavy winked at you, bro.
I was looking at my
she's
spell.
she's not hiding it at
Okay.
all.
Gotcha.
We would never change our ship's
Gotcha.
manifest.
I don't need to roll. I'm just gonna be oh, all right, well, if you can't carry everything, then just let us know if you need help.
Of
I'll
course,
walk out
of
the room.
course. But again, there's nothing to carry at all. We just need to do a quick resupply over in this gulf nearby, and we'll be in and out, and there's no problem.
Yeah, just a quick stop. I understand. But as I said, let me know if you need anything.
Good. I know I knew I could count on you, Ymitri. We do go way back, right?
Yeah, I have some new tricks these days, but yeah.
Right, well, don't go whipping out too many of those new tricks on that nice girl you've been dating.
Hey,
And I'm gonna push her hand off my shoulder when she says that. And
I'm not just dating her, but never mind. And I'm gonna leave.
Okay, sure you aren't.
Just dating her.
Different inflection. I'm now suspicious of every person here. They're going after my man.
Some more time passes.
It's
and
Piotr.
You see yourselves heading through this narrow inlet into this large, basically this large area that's kind of surrounded by land, this large gulf. And you continue sailing a ways in. You can kind of see some fires burning on the land in the distance. And the whole scene is kind of grim, like it's overcast. The land that you see is like gray, ashen dust clouds sweeping across it. You can kind of like smell a little bit of sulfur even as you're approaching. And eventually you hear the captain call out, "All right, men, time to drop anchor. This is where we stay."
Do we see people disembarking?
Hearing drop anchor, Milo will come up to the main deck.
I'm going to have let Piotr first know that this is kind of a cash grab that we need to definitely see if we can participate in, because I'm broke as fuck. And I'll tell Rhea in a very different tone what I think we're about to do.
Two separate conversations
I
that
mean-
are basically the same thing.
You could tell Rhea, hey, I
Yeah.
think it's that shipwreck with the cat footsteps.
Atfoot.
yeah.
I don't lie to her.
That's
But
not
I tell her
a, that's not a
It is not
lie. Rhea overheard a conversation about stopping at a shipwreck on the way,
And something catfoot.
and then something catfoot.
Right on. Yeah, I tell you, if you want, you should come. It might be that shipwreck thing, or it might be something else.
I think it's definitely that shipwreck thing. The way they're going about this,
Alright.
like they're keeping it so on the down low, which is exactly how they were talking about it. And this is the exact area we expected a shipwreck to be that we're stopping.
Well, I kind of talked
Something
to
about
Guppy about it.
Catfoot
She
is here.
didn't say much, but have you seen Lysta and Milo? I already let Piotr
hi,
know.
I'm right here.
They should come too.
Lysa and I were just
Why
casually
you all keep
chatting.
doing that to me?
We were chatting before you walked up.
Maybe he
I don't know.
doesn't
You're just
have eyes for
quiet
me.
sometimes.
We were literally
some of-
talking.
Find Milo because
He's over there.
When you guys go to deck, you'll see Milo talking with Piotr already.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, he's over there.
Let's go over there. Suddenly, the
I'm
five of
just
us are
perpetually
standing in a
unaware of
circle.
everything beyond 5 feet from me.
You hear amongst
It's
the
gone.
rest of the it. Well, Ymitri had a good idea for once.
Yeah. So I tell you guys, let's get into this cash grab.
Milo looks on skeptically but agrees.
Hey, more reagents.
Okay.
And we
not
can breathe
why.
in water today.
Are you going to
I like it when it's my plan.
Try to convince the captain to let us go, or are we just going to secretly go in our own unit, not knowing what we're looking for?
Actually, yeah.
Well,
that's
no,
a
I-
question.
I'm gonna go talk to Guppy and be like, ask.
Okay. As you all are making your way towards Guppy, who's ordering people around on the main deck, you hear some footsteps, like heavy getting closer and closer, emerging from the like main cabin, and then all of a sudden the door just like flies open, and out comes Illicith Mullivas. All right, it's time for the Dark and Whisper to be let free. Land at last! You just keep starting. Is anybody going to stop him?
Buddy.
Nope. No.
We're not at port.
Wait, we're not?
you know him.
You see that like his pants have deteriorated further and they're just like barely holding on right now. He's lost some weight, so they're like also hanging a little low.
It's a classmate from home.
Hi again.
Lysa, I
not
suddenly
like you at
feel
all.
really bad for judging your manners poorly earlier.
I see you have more friends.
I do.
Oh.
This guy's so sad. He makes me feel sad.
Why don't you
This guy's a
just
big bad evil guy. Calling it right now.
go back to your barrel and sit tight here? Have another good berry.
Thank you. The captain conveniently walks over. And who is this sad little
All right.
This is my manservant.
My
I
name's
don't
Drake and
believe
this
that.
is Tara.
This is Elwin. He's from the Shywood Forest. Just headed back that way.
I don't remember an Elisith on the manifest.
He misspells his name a lot.
It would have looked like Carl.
Well, I'm just going to take your word for it, I guess.
I mean, at this point, we're just gonna lean over and whisper to her. He's really down on his luck, and I mean, you can smell him. He could use this.
Milo will
Just let him get it to port at least.
The W boys.
Milo will say, I'm sure that our requisition stop here probably has him in the manifest, doesn't it?
I'm sure that must be it. So why don't you go find his pants? I'm sure they're somewhere near his bunk, right? So
Or-
find him some of his pants, and then I'll go check the manifests. Do we have an understanding?
You know what? They might be where we're going to look for other things.
I don't think.
And then I'll like gesture to the ocean that we're about to go explore for the shipwrecks. I think they fell overboard. We should go with you to help find them.
Yeah, I could definitely help you look.
Okay, so you're saying that this poor man's pants fell overboard around here,
Yes, that makes sense why we are stopping.
and you want to help look for his pants,
Yes.
and you know that it's going to be somewhat dangerous to find these pants.
I'm very strong.
Lady, you killed a god.
What was that?
I squeeze
Nothing.
Rhea's hand.
Nothing. Talking to myself.
Anyways, enough of this talking around each other. Should we just go? I'm gonna.
Yes, please.
All right.
Even
Well, I was just telling the men to get the boat ready to look for his pants,
Yes.
and
just go back inside. We'll see you when we get back. It's fine.
Okay, well, we'll be departing soon, so
Find
As-
the pants.
find the pants. And as you all are
Yes.
wrapping up this conversation, you hear from above board, "Oi! Something in the water!" There you go.
I go look over the
I go
on
look.
top deck and look into the water.
I string
Okay.
my bow.
Illicith, just like, so he's had like a bow strung around him this whole time. It's like it's a really tattered
Wait.
old bow, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
just kind of like puts his hands on it at the ready. As you all get ready for whatever's happening, you look over the sides of the boat and you see suddenly appearing out of the water several dolphins with leather saddles on them, with goblins sitting astride.
Okay,
Spears
stop.
You
at
said
the
that
ready.
backwards, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Dolphin riding
dolphins.
goblins.
I had to build it up. And we're going to roll initiative.
And then
But
cut to break.
First, we're going to cut to
I'm
break.
so excited. I'm so excited.
I found out there actually is only one way to skin a cat.
It's not true, man. I took
Facts.
anatomy.
Okay. So when we left off, we had just encountered dolphin riding goblins.
Goblin dolphins. Goblins.
And the captain's like, "To arms! To arms! Everyone, man your stations!" Ilisef looks pleadingly at Pyotr. I don't have any arrows, but... like, holds his bow
I'll
out.
throw him 5 arrows.
He gets
Thanks.
5 regular, mundane arrows.
He just kind of like tucks them into his waist strap.
slash pants.
I pull out
mostly
a
a waist strap by
singular
now.
arrow I pull out a singular arrow and I say, "Ooh, could you try this for me first?"
Sure. Anything for a friend. We are friends, right? Friend.
Did you guys go making friends without me? That hurts.
Milo then will walk towards the edge and shout,
I was about to say it was a boys' trip, but I was there.
and shout in Goblin to the goblins. What's up, sons of Gorn and Kak?
They shout back at
Doctors need
you.
prescriptions
There's
every day.
like one that kind of looks like the leader, and there are how many others? There are 7 others, and this leader-looking one is like, "Well, we're about to take your ship down, right, boys?" Just kind of like holds up a spear, and all the other ones are like, "Ah!"
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and say, I think you're wrong about which is going down today.
Do you speak Goblin?
No, that's a good point. I didn't realize you were speaking in Goblin.
I mean,
You
did they
should've told them,
respond
Rhea.
in Goblin? Or did they
They
respond
responded
in
in
Oh, I
Goblin.
don't know.
Let
Even
me
better.
Get the map up. Map cam.
Ooh. Yeah.
So
Milo's-
what's this boat look like? How high are we off the water on top of the deck?
I'll get there.
Okay, right on.
Oh, we need all the information now.
Give it to me now.
Give it to me while you're doing 6 other things.
Yeah, okay. Oops. I did not do what I was supposed to do, so I'm just gonna quickly edit this.
Cool.
So basically the way that this is
It's-
going to work,
Upside down for us.
yeah, I'll talk while I'm editing.
Cool.
Basically the way that this is going to work, and this is why I always have so much problems doing things right, is so there are lettered and numbered zones, right? Mm-hmm. These represent quadrants of the boat and areas around the boat. We're not going to fight using tiles. Instead, we're just going to say I want to be in area 3, and then you're in area 3, and you can hit the spaces next to it.
Okay.
If you with ranged attacks, or if there's somebody in your zone, you can hit them with melee. There's the map cam. Transform. Rotate 180
Can I see a bit of
degrees.
Ryutama DNA in this?
Yeah, a little.
I'm okay with this.
Fair
It's
enough.
it's like blending concrete with theater of the mind combat. I dig it.
Okay. So. Barely. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So basically, if you're in area 1, you can attack C with ranged attacks, D with 1 ranged increment, and F with 1 range increment. You can attack 1 with melee, and you can move to 2 as 1 move action. You can't hit A
would
or
you
B
say,
because you don't have line of
What
sight.
would you call range increment?
Like 30, 60, 120.
It's about 30 feet.
Kind of range increments.
Okay. So it's I have
Okay.
stuff that's 120 feet range, and
Yeah.
if you're talking a range and yeah.
Yeah. The main thing, though, is that you do not have visibility across the other side of the boat because it's large. So,
Makes sense.
where is everybody starting off?
Forward.
I'm next to Rhea.
Wait, which
Where
one's
was
the front
the
of the boat?
captain?
The captain is ordering her men around from 5.
I meant the goblin captain.
Oh, A.
A. So I would be in 4.
I would also be in.
Move the map down a
here.
bit. We're cut off from C and such. There we go.
I think you just need to zoom out the camera a bit.
Perfect.
I wish there was a dude that just randomly was like, ow, when you zoomed in that close.
Piotr, where are you at?
It's your unseen servant.
Piotr, where are you at?
Oh, 4.
Ymitri?
I'm with Rhea, so wherever she is at.
Rhea?
5.
Bam. Those are all the identical goblins, right?
ninth one out there. No, 8.
Okay.
Yeah, one's the captain now.
Right on.
Can I get everyone to give me some
Manipulative.
initiative? Roll it. Keep it in mind. I'll call you out.
I don't want it, but that's cocked.
I wish that was cacked.
Someone say cock.
Oh, I have to
Yeah,
do the math.
it was cacked. My dice.
Shafted.
I mean, I would have taken it, but it was cacked. But it was either a 9 or an 18 or something like that.
Okay, Rhea,
16.
Leista,
Oh shit, I forgot to actually do math.
Sorry, 18. I lied.
29.
Ymitri,
16.
Piotr,
24.
Milo.
24.
Which one of you has the better dex?
Probably me.
What's your dex?
19.
Oh, yeah, mine's 16.
Okay, so we got Leista up first.
And I'm going to open it up with a lightning bolt. They need to make a reflex save.
Okay.
It is a 120-foot line. Can I hit both of them or just one of them with it?
You can hit both.
Okay. Let me get 4d12 out.
First reflex save from the standard dude is a 22.
Fail.
Second one is a 29.
That passes. What I want to use is my last d12. Oh, jeez.
I did not think this through.
One of them left. What is
One of them abandoned ship.
Are the dolphins and goblins separate creatures in this combat?
No.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. That is 18 plus 11 is 29, and then do I add anything? It's 29 damage. Or
Okay.
half on a save.
You all can read that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it accurate? Construct.
Oh, no. There are too many for like one category, and I can't be bothered.
That's fair.
Okay, how many damage?
29.
29, so
14 for
this
the one
is
that saved.
Celestial 4. Yes. So the one that's half is 14.
And then. Yep. And then I'm going to cast Guidance on Piotr.
Okay,
And that's my turn.
sounds good. Next up is going to be the Capitan, El Capitan, and then I'll just get the rest of these figured out now. Then Piotr, Milo, Ymitri, forgot to roll for Iliseth. The captain, we'll say that the captain and the rest of the crew are dealing with other people because I didn't get around to statting them out. So they're around.
That makes sense.
Also,
Yeah,
that's
they're just
generally
fighting another goblin.
If it means they cannot die in the crossfire, I'm okay with it.
also it's generally preferred for me because then there's not just a bunch of turns of you fighting yourself.
Fear. We got, somebody can take control of Iliseth, or Mulavas if they want. Iliseth. I didn't get around to his perception.
darkened whisperer.
Yeah.
The Darkened Whisperer.
I can, he has
into the dark.
his
Where
bow
is he?
and 5 attacks, and that's it right now.
Wait, doesn't he have 5 regular arrows and 1 special arrow that he's supposed to use
He's got
first?
6 attacks.
Yes.
I thought you meant 5 attacks in a round. I was to say, he is the big bad evil guy.
When you handed him the arrow, which arrow did it look like He handed him.
I don't
Did
think
it
you would
have
have been
white or
able to
blue on it?
So they both were light blue,
Okay.
So it goes.
but it was a light blue one.
Sorry. Rhea.
Yes.
Then Ymitri. Then the grunts. And then Iliseth. Cool.
So next up is Pio Pio.
Now, next up is the Capitan, who is going to fire off
What do they look? Yeah.
going to fire off an arrow at Lysta and then dive underwater. That is a 22, sorry.
That misses.
Okay, so it's not an arrow, it's a spear, sorry. He chucks a spear from his back. It goes flying past you and nails itself to the mast, and then he just kind of like rears his dolphin up and then just goes under the water.
Reminder, you guys do all still have water. Well, I guess not Piotr. Reminder to Rhea and Ymitri. You have water breathing.
Why wouldn't I have it?
You told me to give it to Sasha instead.
Didn't you say that they... Okay, cool.
And Milo gave his to Ethrin.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do these dudes look like they're equipped with? Spears and anything else?
Spears, and a couple of them have some lassos on them, which
Okay.
we discussed the rules, and I'll probably post the rules that I came up with for them to our Instagram or something at Fantasticide. Next up is Piotr.
I'm gonna
no.
shoot an arrow right.
Yeah, Piotr.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow right past bottom one. I can't see what letters they are. The one in the thing adjacent to me, right across his nose to cause a distraction.
Okay. So that
Failed,
would be
because I rolled a 2.
to your left or down?
Directly down from me.
Okay. Sounds good. That is Celestial 4. What'd you get?
Unless does a 15 beat his perception DC?
No.
Didn't think so. All right, I'm just gonna try and peg him with the next arrow. Holy crap, my dice are rolling bad tonight. Does a 21 hit him?
21 does hit.
Oh, nice. 3 damage.
Okay.
And my last attack, my god, if I can roll above a 6, I'd be happy.
Might as well waste it on
Does
the
a
throwaway
15
attack.
hit?
Nope. Milo, you are up.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna kind of. Can I pull the spear out of the mast?
Sure, that will be 2 actions since it's lodged in there.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna throw the spear at Goblin and A, Celestial 4.
Okay. Sounds good. Make your attack.
That's a 15 on die. Is it a Dex modifier?
Yeah.
It's ranged.
Yeah. Is it a simple weapon? Because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I am proficient. So that'll be a 28.
That'll hit.
Noise.
Cool. What damage do spears do?
D6.
D6 plus strength or D6
Not when
plus...
thrown.
It's strength. It would be strength.
Okay.
You get
Not
to
when thrown?
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know Pathfinder
it-
2 specific.
If it's
range.
strength, it's cool because I don't have a strength bonus.
Okay.
I did 2 damage with the spear.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, to be clear, I'm using the custom monster rule, so they're going to be hitting a lot harder than that. Cause don't worry about it. Rhea, you are up.
Well, I don't have any ranged attacks or any conveniently lodged spears next to me. So I'm going to...
So the giant ballistas are cannon.
Okay.
You do
You
also
know what?
in general
That's-
Wait,
have
what?
water breathing.
That does sound pretty badass, and I can move pretty fast. Can I man the ballista in quadrant 1? Sorry, Ymitri. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it'll be how high is your movement speed?
45.
Okay, yeah, it'll be 2 movement.
Okay.
See, I'm assuming it's 30 between each.
Yeah. So we're gonna say that to
25.
fire this requires 3 actions. 1 to load it, second one to pull back, 3 to position and fire.
Okay.
You can do those
it now.
separately though, so you can use 1 this turn.
Yeah, I will load it.
Okay. Next up is Ymitri.
All right. So these dudes floating around, do they look like they're about to try to board or throw spears like the first one did?
They're all
Like, do they look capable of boarding?
they don't look very interested in boarding. It looks like they want to they like seem to have done this before and seem to have a plan that's mostly aquatic based. You can see
Okay.
like cruelty
So-
hiding in their eyes.
Not very
Remember,
well,
this is
if you
the
can
area
see
of the
it.
ocean where ships get swallowed up by it.
If
Yeah.
I move to 2, can I see those 3 the one above 1, the one above 2, and the one on the right?
You
What enemies can I see in from 2, pretty much?
from 2 you can see construct 7 and construct 5, so the top 2.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to move to 2. And then as my first action. Second action, I'm going to, as I'm kind of like looking over the edge, kind of turn over to Rhea, who's 25 feet from me, and be like, do you know how to fire that thing? Good luck, and give her guidance. And then right when I do that, my hands are up on the deck of the ship. They're going to both spread out into tentacles. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. That will bring it to the grunts. So the grunts are going to start doing a variety of things. Construct 5 and Construct 7 both begin they just like start doing some weird acrobatic flippy shit with their dolphins. They're like, riding on the tail or like with the dolphin straight up in the air and it's like splashing to keep itself in the air with its tail. Construct 6 and Humanoid 1 are both going to launch themselves high in an arc into the air. Humanoid 1 is going to throw a spear at Ymitri for a let's see, so that's -2 to 12 and then a 28.
Yep.
Okay. That is 12 damage.
From a spear?
And in the process of making this arcing leap, it moves down to where the construct and humanoid below are.
That one threw thing at me? I was told I couldn't see that.
Yeah, it flew up in the air over the deck.
Oh, okay, it flew. Gotcha.
Yeah,
It did a really intense dolphin leap.
yeah. Construct 6 is going to do something similar and throw a spear at Rhea for less. That is going to be 22.
Miss.
Yep. And it is going to land over where the captain used to be.
That's fun.
Construct 6 and Humanoid 2 will also begin doing the weird flippy stuff. 6, H2, C5, and C7 are all doing that this turn. Let's see, Construct 5 and Construct 7 above are going to fire 2 more things at Ymitri and Rhea respectively, a piece. So that is -5, so 7. Man, my head is slow on math today. 21 against Rhea, which will miss. And then that's basically a throwaway. That is 20 against Ymitri.
A 20?
Yes.
I blocked that with my tentacle arm.
Okay. Does it use shield rules or?
No, 20 doesn't hit me.
Okay.
My AC is 22.
It just sounds cooler.
Slap it to the side.
Yeah.
Who have I missed? Construct 2 and Humanoid 1.
I thought they were doing flippy shit.
Huh? No. Those are the ones on top that are doing the flippy shit. The Construct 2 and Humanoid 1 on the bottom are going to swim over to where Celestial and Construct 6 and 4 are.
Oh.
I can't read the Celestial and Construct, so I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm trying to give locational information too.
Celestial looks like
Right on.
wings.
Been covering up the
Construct
letters so we
looks
can't see it.
really
It's cool.
weird.
I understand.
Once you move it, I know what's going on.
Celestial 4, Construct 6 are going to throw spears at Lysta, period. Or no, Construct already used its move. Celestial 4 is going to do that. 7 does a 21 hit.
Nope.
2 miss. And then 21 will miss, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. That'll miss. And this one's going to throw at Milo. 28.
That'll hit.
And just do the second one now. Doing the -5 so hard is
spear or lasso?
19. 19 against Milo.
A 19 will miss. Is this spear or lasso?
This is spear.
Okay.
The one attack that hit is a 12 damage.
Okay, Milo will probably let out an expletive.
Okay, that's everyone's turn.
You can swear.
We're going back to the top of the round with Lysta.
Yeah, now that this clusterfuck of 4 is here, how many would I be able to hit in a line?
2.
Just 2. Okay. Yeah, I'm a lightning bolt again, and try and get the one I hit before in the thing.
Okay.
Is that a line one?
Yes.
So it'll hit the one you hit before and the other one that's next to it, or
Yeah.
behind it, or
Yeah.
in front of it, however they're lined.
So I think it's
So-
Celestial 4, and then...
Yes, you hit Celestial 4 last time, and you can hit Construct. I think that's Construct 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. You got this.
Oh man.
For reflex
wait,
saves,
what
top
about
one is
what about
30. Bottom one fails.
what about our dirty friend from the barrel?
Oh, right. Yeah, we'll do his turn after Lysta finishes resolving this.
She's already got the dice shaking in her hands.
Ugh, all over the place.
One max, one min. So that's fair.
13, 19, 27,
Math's so hard.
27.
Okay, a 27 will definitely hurt, so that is 13 to be halved. 20. And then bring that back up so I can see so you hit Construct 2 additionally. It's going to take, how much was the total?
27. And then, as my final action, I will guidance
Cool.
Milo.
Awesome. So who wants to play
Is guidance
Illicit?
+1?
Yes. I can.
Can I have him? Oh,
Oh, you can. I don't care.
You gave him a cool
that's cool.
arrow.
I only want to see him use that cool arrow.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
No,
him
that's
do.
fair. You should get to control him while he uses the cool arrow. It's cool.
He'll make his way over to 1 to try and show up. Like, he wants to look good for the captain and, Rhea and Lysta and everyone. And he knows from experience with Lysta that one great way to impress her is to get out of her way.
All right, here I go. The darkened whisper is at it again.
And he's going to take that special arrow.
Don't
And
fail
he's
me
gonna
now.
fire it at
Special arrow.
He's gonna fire it at the goblin riding the acrobatic tricks.
All right, fire true. Go ahead and roll your d20.
What's his bonus? I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh damn!
Please,
You're gonna hate
please
me
tell
for
me
this?
this is a magic missile.
You're gonna
please tell me
hate
this
me
is a magic
for
missile
this.
arrow.
So he has a
This
plus
is a-
12.
This is a chill touch
Okay.
one.
And we'll call it. I know his dex bonus. So he has a plus 12 to attack. Unfortunately, so just as he is about to release his bowstring, the dolphin sees and reacts and just kind of does a little backflip in the air, and Illicit has to roll his attack again.
to avoid a crit?
All right.
Yeah, I
I'm
put in the
sus.
rules is they get to make people re-roll attacks.
It's cool. I rolled another one.
Okay, yeah. You crit. Illicith is
No.
feeling guided by the spirits
hate you.
today.
I literally missed my desk and it landed on my computer keyboard with the nat 20. And
Okay.
Why is this random ass NPC rolling better than I am?
Because it's Joe.
Yeah, it does its flip. You just nail the goblin in midair. The damage is does longbow get dex to damage?
I have no idea.
1d8
No.
plus
Yes. Yes.
Okay, 1d8 plus 5 plus the spell shit.
So for
Whatever
the
that
spell,
happens to be.
It gets passed to me just like the poisons. So I need him to make a fort save, please.
Okay. Not using Illicith's
As the
stuff.
chill touch magic burst in his face from the arrow.
Reflex or fort?
arrow will do.
What'd you get for the fort?
25.
25 is the DC, so he's gonna take half of the crit damage. So,
Yeah. So do I double both the dice roll and the 5, or just the dice roll?
Yes, both.
so he's going to take. Go ahead first,
He took 22 damage from the arrow.
and he takes 11 cold damage from the chill touch.
So 33 damage total.
Yes, nailed it.
He takes 15 damage from the cold touch, not 11.
Okay.
So
That is another
add
4. So
So 37.
the goblin is going to fall off mid trick and be in the water next to his dolphin, just kind of shouting madly at Illicith. Next up is going to be the captain's turn, who's going to
good crit.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
re-emerge on the other side of the boat and is going to yeah, okay. It's going to do some more flips and shit. That is a 20. What's
Is he up on
everybody's?
deck?
Does 20 beat anybody's perception DC?
My-
20 meets mine.
It beats
Yeah, 20
mine.
does not
My
beat mine.
perception DC is 19.
Okay. So Illicith and Rhea are flat-footed against attacks until the start of the captain's next round. It's only like the people who are in the tile next to it. So, finally,
Where is the captain right now?
captain's on top.
Top left.
Okay.
Finally, he is going to throw a
Captain is the
Another
shiny
spear.
gold coin.
It's just white. It looks like Piotr's now from where I'm at.
It's Piotr's, but slightly gold tinged.
28 versus Illicith, which will hit, and there's the not crit. Illicith has, how much damage is it? 2d6 plus 5. 6, 11. Okay, Illicith gets nailed in the shoulder in retribution for that vicious attack against the captain's comrade, and it now has a spear out of his shoulder. That will make it Piotr's turn. You... yeah, a lot of stuff's
I'm gonna
happened.
go over and help Rhea load the ballista.
One movement
One action
to...
to move there, one action to cock it, one action to fire it.
Yep. Okay, so you two tag team
Okay.
it. And...
It only needs 2 more actions.
Yes.
He
already
used one
loaded.
action to move and then 2 actions to aim and fire.
Is this the same action for firing a bow if I'm proficient?
Yeah, we'll call
Or the
it...
same attack roll?
Yeah, we'll call it a simple
It's
weapon.
It's like aiming a crossbow. Only a
and...
little bigger.
So
Yeah.
I want to aim it at the captain.
Okay.
1d20 plus the X plus proficiency.
Holy crap, I'm gonna ditch this die.
Trade dice with Milo, please.
22.
Get blessed.
I told you, purple dice always come through.
With a mighty crack, the bow of this ballista just kind of like swings forward, and the bolt goes whoosh, and just sploosh into the water as it just barely misses the captain.
That was a comic strip.
It's going into dice jail.
I'm sorry. Sploosh.
Okay,
Sploosh.
sploosh. Milo.
I dislike that sploosh.
Is this sploosh from Wind Waker?
Sploosh. Archer.
Wind Waker.
Oh. So this group of 4 down here. Feasibly, how many, if I hit one with a bomb, could I get splash damage onto?
I'll call it 2. Or 2
2?
total, so you'll hit 1 with splash damage.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to. I'm already close enough to hit him. I'm gonna draw 2 vials off my bandolier and throw one after the other at opposite corners, as to hit all 4 of them. 2 of them with the full damage, and
Okay.
the other 2 with the splash. Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay. First roll is a 34 to hit.
34 will hit and crit.
All right. Oh, yay. Okay. That'll do 18 persistent damage and 4 persistent splash damage.
This is against, let's call it Celestial 4 and Construct 2.
Yeah, and I'll have hit Celestial 4 with the... Wait, yeah, Celestial 4 is not the one that got hit with both lightning bolts,
Top.
right?
Celestial 4 did get hit with both lightning bolts.
Okay, so I would have been aiming to hit him with splash damage, if
Okay.
possible.
So you're hitting Construct 2 with the bulk of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was how many?
18 persistent acid damage, and then 4 persistent damage to Celestial.
Okay.
And then the other ones, that is is a 23. Does that hit?
A 23. That will hit.
All right. That'll do 13 persistent damage to the opposite corner, which I believe is the other
Humanoid one.
Construct.
the other
6?
the other
Construct 6.
Yeah, so that'll do 13 persistent damage to that one, and then 2 persistent to the humanoid.
Okay, what kind of damage is this?
Acid.
It's acid.
Okay. Do you know if there are any rules for like how to end it?
Yeah. So when they take damage again from it, they can make a flat DC 15 check.
Okay. Yeah, if it was like persistent fire damage, I would be like they just dive underwater, but that makes less sense with acid, I guess.
Milo has intelligence of 19, and that is why I definitely chose not to throw the alchemist's fire.
Fear. That is going
I feel like
to.
you need intelligence 10 to do that.
You have one action left,
and then
I think.
I'm going to load this first ballista.
Okay. Rhea, you are up.
Cool.
Full round ballista.
Yeah. Full round of ballista at
Okay.
construct 5.
Go ahead and roll.
That's a 30.
A 30 will. Who is it at?
5.
Probably at the
The construct, the normal?
Yep.
or the captain.
That'll crit. If it's at the captain, it does not.
Yeah, I said at 5.
Okay.
So before I rolled. And then how much damage does this do?
This will do, let's call it 3d6 plus 4.
And then
As the crit or
Normal.
okay. So 66.
Plus 8.
Pen friend, stay. That's going to be 36.
Damn.
Yeah, I rolled a lot of 5s and 6s.
How much?
36.
Okay, I'm just gonna massive damage that one, and that guy is gone. You just, so Ymitri, you like look over and you see Rhea like pull back the string and then just like release the lever and it pierces into the water and pulls the body underneath the water with it, and the dolphin just like looks around. It's the best that I can do for dolphin
on.
noises. Don't even worry. It is your turn now. And hey, Carter, how's it going?
Was that the dude in front of me?
No.
Okay, good. Because what I'm going to do with the guy in front of me is my arms are on the deck. And normally when I extend them, have them out, they're like around 10 feet long or so. But that dude's down there in the water. So my arms are going to like turn a little purpley, or my tentacles and turn a little purpley and stretch out to 30 feet. And they're going to go and kind of clap the goblin around the head. And I need a fortitude save from him, please.
Okay,
Gross.
sounds good.
As I'm
Improve
reaching
or
off the
improvise,
deck.
Carter? That is a 19 naturally.
Okay.
So what was it again? Like reflex?
It was a fortitude save.
A fort will total 27.
All right, so he's going to take half this damage.
Yeah, Carter. So we're
Which-
fighting some dolphins. Goblins on dolphin back right now. I think you were around for part of this during planning yesterday.
So he's going to take 9 damage from my wasted 3rd level spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to get some temporary hit points. And 5 down. So. And that's my turn.
What is that sound?
The
Sorry.
rubber band.
It's all of the arrows flying.
Okay.
Buddies.
We don't have energy in rubber bands.
Oh man, speaking of the clap, you missed Illicith.
What?
That's a transition.
Carter.
Don't.
Actually, haven't missed him. He's still around after scoring a badass crit on a Goblo.
My finest moment.
I believe it.
Good job, Mr. Darkened Whisper.
Why, thank you. It is the grunt's turn. And I need to bring this up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So Construct 7 is going to throw a thing at Ymitri and then dive under. 16. That is... Where do I leave my things? That is a 30.
Yep.
11. So Ymitri and Era just like slams into your shoulder, and then just with a flash, the goblin just whoosh, underwater.
Didn't hurt that much.
Humanoid 2 is going to leap out of the water and chuck a spear at Rhea.
Rude.
And crit fail.
Less rude.
It'll land over with the giant pool of things.
Oh
Throw
boy.
one at Milo
Yes, it is.
for a obvious fail. Next up is going to be
At
Construct
Carter.
6. It's going to throw one at Lysta, miss, and then dive under.
Lisa.
Next up is going to be Celestial 4. It's going to throw 2 at Lysta. That is a 24
That'll hit.
for 10 damage.
Jeez.
Next up is a 13.
Carter wants to give inspiration to the big baddie. So mean.
Give it,
Give it to
27.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Let's kick his ass and let's name the big bad card.
Okay. Yeah, if you,
Carter. That.
Carter, if you want to give a hero point to the captain of these dolphin riding
Oh my god.
majestic beasts.
You are the captain now.
Or you can give one to me.
Okay.
I will use it wisely.
Lysta, another 12 damage.
Tentacle arms.
And then Celestial 4 will start doing flips and not flips and it'll start like doing acrobatic display. Humanoid 1 is going to throw 2 at crit and then miss.
The madman actually did it.
6, 11, 22 at Lysta.
22 misses.
No, that was the damage.
Oh, wait, what?
It crit.
Oh. Okay.
Also, I'm not paying attention to chat at all because I'm just trying to buzz through this. And Humanoid 1 will
Captain's
start
name
doing
is
its shit.
Carter of the Dolphins.
Sure. Carter, Kargar the Goblin. Cannon.
Speaking
And Construct 2 is going to throw one at Lysta and then dip. Miss.
That was a lot of damage.
Back up to Illicith.
Now he just has normal arrows.
Yeah, who's going to do
Joe.
Illicith?
Joe.
Oh, Illiceth. Sure, yeah, I'll do Illiceth again. He'll probably shout heroically after his great success last time. And he's going to fire off an arrow at the Goblin King, Cobgob Garter. I'm sorry. I know that I said that way wrong,
Don't
but I'm going to run with
Still
this.
sounded right.
Cobgob Garter. Here we go. That is a 17 on die for, I believe, a 29 to hit.
Yep. That'll hit.
Does that hit?
Yeah. No.
and
You have to use a
that's-
move action first.
Why?
He's not close enough?
No,
it's
that's-
not me. It's Carter.
Oh, right.
It's yeah.
Sorry, I was like, oh, Milo's acting. I can remember
yeah.
things that happened more than
it's-
3 seconds ago.
It's me, the Dark Wind.
You all rue the day you swam up in my warm waters. Also, don't pee in the pool, please.
Carter
Rolls for it.
Carter of
Fires off the
the
first arrow.
Carter of the Golfins will put his hand on his lasso.
All right. So he fired his first arrow and it hit for 9 damage.
Sweet.
His second action is going to be to fire again,
Okay,
and that is a nat 20.
that'll crit.
Cool.
Stop doing that, Joe.
Also,
No.
I enjoy
No one
that
else is
he's
rolling him.
And
doing
that
it primarily
does. And that does 20 damage.
Damn. Taking away my toy. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy! I'm really doing it! Look at me
and
go, Lysta! Lysta, look at this! I hit him!
And his third and final action is going to be to run over to Lysta to be like, look!
Come on! Oh boy, those are a lot of spears. Are you trying to collect them? Never mind. Look, come on!
Wait, did he just fucking touch me?
Yeah, make a disease check.
Oh, never mind. It's an interact action.
Lysta, you're up.
I'm going to interact with myself.
Here? Where everyone can see?
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, like, maybe wait until Ymitri has his invisibility spear or something.
to heal myself
No,
40
I don't
hit
have
points.
that spell ready. That's me for
Carter.
tomorrow. Evan's gonna run to the bathroom.
Hey, calm down. I'm already wet.
That's 40-10, right?
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, Carter.
Because I have Vital Beacon up, because I said I was casting that myself every morning.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Yes, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm just healing myself first, because I've got 24 HP left.
I believe in you.
I sneak attack
Heal
Lysta.
yourself for the HP.
Yikes.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna interact with myself again.
Oh, buddy.
I'm hurt.
Really? The Dark Wind is watching.
Hey man, I'm just using up all the Vital Beacon on myself. Okay?
Yeah, just describe how you're interacting with yourself.
I'm just like rubbing my face. I don't know. It's
I
48
can't
this
feel my
time.
face when I'm with you. And I love it.
Never understood that song. Not feeling your face is never a good thing.
Face?
Okay, Carter.
Another 16. All right. Getting back up to that health. And then as my last action, I'm going to fucking raise my shield.
Okay.
Exciting turn, healing myself. But hey, I think I've got like 2 more touches left on Vital Beacon. 2 more of those good touches.
Okay. Oh boy.
Are you touching
Anyways.
yourself
Save
for
one for
Vital
later.
Beacon?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I said I was interacting with myself.
Okay. Captain's turn. He's gonna do a flying leap and attack Piotr. Actually, he doesn't need to do a flying leap to attack Piotr. He's just going to attack Piotr. 29.
That'll hit.
Ten.
Yeah, I just lay hands on me, so
And
I'm just
then-
like
You
giving
can-
myself a good hug.
You-
Just self-hug.
He will drop his spear into the water Actually, he just threw a spear. He's going to instead pull out a lasso, begin spinning it overhead, and then cast it at Rhea and just yell, "Ark, bark, bark, bark!"
Was that in Goblin? Did I understand it?
Yeah. He said, "Get ready to get wet!" Except more gravelly.
I feel uncomfortable, except for I don't, because I don't speak goblin. I'm so lucky that I can't hear this goblin sexually harassing me.
I mean, okay, so that is a 620. Probably misses.
Better not hear this goblin
620? A 26?
20, just 20.
Oh, yeah, that misses.
Okay, yeah, misses. Oh, that's a good point. Lasso should have a action to bring them back in. That's where I can get the... Okay. That will bring it
Drawback,
to...
literally.
Ah,
Piotr.
Ballista!
Yeah. You see that this goblin has
something.
changed tactics, but there's only one thing left to do.
Hero point.
Oh, that's right. I should have hero
I
pointed.
got a 10. It's the best roll I've had all night. Let me see. That's a 25. Does that
That'll hit.
him?
That'll hit.
How much does the ballista do?
3d6 plus 4.
Huh, that's actually good. 19 damage.
Okay. With a giant
And that's my turn.
pong, another bolt goes sailing and just rams into this goblin's armor. How much was it again?
Ah!
How much was it?
19.
19.
Okay. Milo.
Okay, so first I have upkeep from last round, so I need to apply the 18 persistent damage to the first dude,
Okay.
the 4 to the splash damage after that, the 11 to the other dude, and then the 2 to the fourth one.
Oh, damn. Got a sub.
Hey,
Thanks,
for
Larpstrong.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. That is super appreciated. And you are the first one to...
Whoa.
I'm a little...
Ow, that hurts. We were so happy. No, so
That
sad.
changes how my character interacts with yours on Friday.
Yeah.
So you just don't admit
Now I am
that it was
evil.
the wrong button.
Yep. Compliments rescinded. You get nothing. Forget you saw that cool effect that I spent my whole day on.
It was so cool, too. Good job, Ian.
Get nothing.
Yeah. So they take that persistent acid damage.
You do also, apparently.
Okay. I forgot to... It was like 17 and then 19, right?
So the first one was 18.
18?
The second one did to pass.
Yeah, we should do that first. Passing. What is it?
Well, so they still take the damage, but it's a flat DC 15.
Pass. Fail.
For which ones?
Let me switch over to the map so I can like...
So I think some of them went underwater.
Yes, if you want to see more goblins riding dolphins into the future, please support us by using your Twitch Prime sub.
Pay for those goblins to ride the dolphins.
It is
please.
free, and then we'll have happy, sparkly stuff in our hearts, and we won't rescind
I
our
think it
compliments to you.
was-
So
Humanoid 2 and Celestial... Or no.
I think it was Celestial 4 and Humanoid 2.
No, take the big damage.
It was
It was
the one that took the
Construct.
big damage was below.
Yeah, it was below the Celestials, like the Construct. or
I got
something like
Construct 2 and 6
went up-
standing by.
Construct leader
Okay.
standing by.
Construct 6 looks like it took about 17 damage. So I'm assuming
18.
that... What?
18.
Oh boy, I need to write things down. 18 would have been...
I have it right here in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one was 18.
Okay.
And then the splash damage to the one next to him was 4, which is the
Celestial 4.
Celestial.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first one was 18. 50.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
second
that's
one
the
was
one
how
I
much?
believe that passed. And then the second one was 4 persistent.
Okay.
And that was the one that failed. And then there's the other two, I want to say humanoid and the other construct.
Mm-hmm.
And the humanoid will take 13 persistent damage and needs to roll to save still.
Okay. Fail.
And then the last one will take 2 persistent damage and needs to save as well.
Nat 20.
Cool. So he won't take any more persistent. So there's only the middle two that take persistent damage now.
Can we spread the nat 20s to other people tonight, guys? It's just been the two of you.
For this other dude that's not Milo, I've rolled 3 nat 20s out of his 4 rolls.
I've rolled above a 16 once.
Yeah. So then I'll take Milo's turn, which is going to be to pull and then fire this ballista. And I'm going to fire it at the humanoid that is still above the water taking persistent acid damage.
Okay.
That is a 27 to hit.
Okay.
And that's, you said 3d6 plus 3 damage?
Plus 4.
Okay. That'll do 11 ballista damage.
That's a damage type now. Ballista damage.
Sorry.
Yeah. With another
Awesome.
twang and a thunk, yet another one
Siege
gets
damage.
pegged, and just like this giant arrow going through its chest. Rhea, you are up.
I have one more action.
No. Oh, did you get one in last turn?
I loaded it last turn.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to use my last action to toss an acid flask and try to hit these 2 humanoids.
Okay.
I want to hit the one that hasn't taken persistent damage yet with the brunt of the blast if possible.
Sounds good.
All right. That'll be another 27 actually.
That'll hit.
All right. And that'll do 12 persistent damage and then 2 persistent splash to the other humanoid.
Okay. The humanoid gets 2 persistent or 2 normal?
2 persistent. They're persistent acid damage.
Okay, so it's up to 15.
Yes.
Sounds good. Rhea, you are up.
All right. I would like to take a full round to do ballista at the boss man.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sounds
I just
good.
remembered the one that I hit with the thing, I need a DC 23 fortitude save from, or else he's flat-footed.
DC 22. Sounds good.
23.
23. Fail.
Okay, so he'll be flat-footed.
Important question.
Yeah.
Do dolphins poop?
I saw that. So
They
dolphins
do poop, but we're not in the water.
do poop,
There's the acrobatic
and
one, though.
we'll get to whether or not they do anything about it.
All right. I want to attack boss man with the ballista. 23.
23 will miss.
Okay. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. So that will bring it to Ymitri. You are up.
Nothing near me.
There are several that are unaccounted for, but no, nothing near you.
All right.
You have 60 feet to get to the nearest one. To hit it. 30 feet to move, and then you'll be in normal range.
By 30, I think
Normal
he means
range.
25.
What's my normal range? My normal
30
range
feet.
is 10 feet. So I'm going to move into
That's-
that bottom left quadrant.
Would require us to take
And,
2 moves most people because
And then cast who hasn't got hit with guidance yet? Milo.
I forgot to add my guidance
Or
bonus.
Rhea.
Lysta, you get guidance.
Okay.
Sorry, what was your first act?
Boom,
2
that's
actions?
my turn.
What was your first 2 actions?
I had to move to the bottom left quadrant. I'm a 30-foot and less range caster, man. That's my turn.
Okay.
You get guidance.
So you all hear a horn from the far side of the boat, except for Rhea and Piotr. The captain goblin just is like, "Ark, bark, 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 bark," and all of the dolphin goblins just kind of arise and kind of like lower their weapons, and the captain yells, "We've deemed you worthy, humans. Now stand down and we'll let you have your reward." That's her turn.
I look to Captain Guppy. Is she like addressing this like
She's just
stand
like,
down at the moment?
yeah. So the rest of the crew has been fighting valiantly against some alchemists, goblins that I also didn't get the chance to stat out, and you see another number of them lying dead in the water from other ballista bolt blasts. But you appear to have impressed the captain by bringing him down to very little health. It is going to be Illicith's turn. Oh, and I was just getting fired up.
He has 3 arrows left.
Can
Oh.
I sense motive the captain?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I trust him.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. He only just attacked us and told us he was going to sink our ship.
30.
He definitely
he's
did
legit.
say all that stuff.
You can still attack if you want. It's your turn now.
Also, did he speak in common?
Yeah, he
Okay,
yelled in
yeah.
common. He yelled some orders to the rest of the goblins. Milo, you would have heard those as stand down orders.
Did anyone else get hurt?
I did a little bit, but could always patch it up. But we'll
Interact
appreciate
with me.
Thaddeus.
Oh boy.
Milo will go forward and just give her a big hug.
All right, you get to heal 4. Where the fuck did I put it? 4d6 hit points.
Yay! Do you pat me on the back while we hug?
Yes.
There.
You
This
just
heals
have.
me back.
I don't have to interact with you in order for it to happen. Once per round, either you or an ally can use an interact action to supplicate and lay hands upon you to regain hit points.
Oh, cool. Oh, I will gladly take that 10 HP. Because I rolled all 4
you
of
rolled?
those d6.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I literally rolled 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you had let her roll, you
worst
would have
time.
gotten 11 HP. Too late.
I do have
Reward?
one more charge of Vital Beacon left if anyone needs it. It will only be
I
44.
touch you.
Wait,
How
does
much?
she give consent
44.
first? It's really important to
I
us.
She
take
was
it.
just saying if anybody else needs.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
These are numbers. That was a 3.
he's the last one.
I didn't get
13 back. I'll take that.
And yeah,
Did you
Carter,
roll
that's
all
basically
4s?
it. Going back a couple messages.
That's
I rolled
impressive.
4, 3, 4, 2.
Ah.
Or 4, 3, whatever 4 plus. Yeah, I rolled 4, 3, 3, 3.
Okay.
Whatever
The
that
captain-
math is.
13.
That's 13, right?
Yeah. I thought you said 16, and
Yeah.
I was like,
that's pretty good.
So
As it
reward.
turns out.
so far, Vital Beacon, 10 out of 10.
Carter, you should just turn I don't play TTRPGs to read into a shirt. I'm just saying. So the captain like strides over to the side of the ship to begin parley, and she's like, "Well, I guess that means that we're going to talk." And the goblin's just like, "No, not you. Those two. They prove their strength." And pointing over at Rhea and Piotr, because you nailed him with crits for
I'm strong.
thing.
I told this captain I was strong.
He kind of like cruises his dolphin over to you and bobbing in the waves. You hear the splishy splash.
I'm gonna pull the spear out of my shoulder. All right, what do you want?
He matches your spear pulling and takes one of the ballista bolts and just like.
I want to know why you're in there.
It takes a ballista
Boys,
bolt
come on.
on. What do you mean?
I want to know why you're in our waters.
I'll settle on a voice for the captain soon. Just trust me.
I want to know why you're in our waters.
I could not understand what you just said. What?
I want to know why you're in our waters.
I mean, technically, we're on your water.
I think we're looking for a shipwreck of some description. I'm not 100% on it, if I'm being completely honest.
Guppy.
Well,
where's she?
you're not allowed to take our booty. It's ours. We found it.
I mean, we could just start shooting ballista bolts at you again.
He kind of like looks
Kill you and
around.
Find it for ourselves.
Lysta peers over the shoulder, just starts making sparks with her fingers.
I'm just doing a mean glare at this dude. My tentacles are back to regular arms. But all I need is a glare for my intimidate checks.
We have a lot of ships
Not
back.
doing it yet.
Or we've been taking a lot of ships over the past several years. Are you looking for anything particular?
Captain Guppy,
Yes.
Yeah.
what are we looking for?
Be so much faster if I could just talk to them. Fine. We're trying to look for some old artifacts. I have this map. It points to this gulf. It says that this is where a ship carrying some relics from the old days from Catfoot was lost. Apparently there was some gold with it too.
I'll pull
I
out
repeat-
my silver religious symbol, which has like the inscription of Catfoot, and I would imagine some of her relics might have a similar symbol on them. And I'm going to show it and say, "Do you see anything that's inscribed to look like this?"
Before I get to talking about the goblin, Guppy kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder, sees, look, I did not realize you had one of her followers. Come see me later.
She would have given you better food all along if you just flashed that bling around.
That's not how religions work.
I have something for you. I have something I want to show you, my quartos.
Woo! Whoa, shit.
Furiously type ship it into the chat.
Was she being secretive about that? Because I'm just always have a second sense of what Ray is doing.
She says
when
it
she's
just
near me.
loud enough for you to hear, Ymitri.
Okay. I hear it.
Ship it times 10. Yes.
Yeah, so we have, that looks familiar, but we might be able to help you out.
Oh, we're also looking for pants.
Kind of like look at each other.
No pants.
And I'm going to say, but, and then point over at our friend who's not
I
wearing.
can fix that later. He is wearing pants.
think-
They're just really raggedy.
Lysta,
I think
did
I
it.
have a spare pair that might fit him.
I can just mend them tomorrow.
That's better. I like that plan better.
I did it, Lysta. Sorry, I can't be him. I'm Milo.
You know, it is boring around here. Maybe if you give us some entertainment.
I'm going to glare at him and just start sparking my hands again. As an intimidation. I
What did
could
it-
also intimidate people with just a glare.
Go ahead.
Demoralize with a glare. Whoa! 30.
He just kind of like turns, so this goblin has like a kind of a round football shaped face and is like really
Like Hey
ashen
Arnold.
skinned. Yeah. And the ashen color of his face just kind of like goes a little pale and just kind of like the dolphin retreats a little and is like, oh, nothing like that, nothing like that. Just, Glockenspiel. It's tradition, goblin tradition. Every negotiation, Glockenspiel.
Cock and spiel? Not glockenspiel?
Glockenspiel.
Cockenspiel?
I
might be butchering it's so I got this from the German words
Glockenspiel.
poop and game.
Yes.
It's not that though, but
It's a shitty game.
see, I pronounced it well enough that Carter got it the first time. That is how you spell it.
What exactly do we have to do for this Glockenspiel?
Knowledge Society.
To
I
know.
was asking the goblin, but okay.
I know. He'll tell you, but I want
holy
to
crap.
build this up.
I want to roll 2. Can I roll 2?
Yes.
I got 27.
I also got a 27.
I don't know
got a
jack shit about
13.
society.
I don't know anything about goblin games. That makes sense.
Related-ish to orcs, and I'm a fan of orcs, so I guess I know, probably.
I speak goblin.
Yeah.
It makes sense that you two would know and that I would.
Did anybody besides Piotr and Milo roll well?
I didn't try. I guess I can.
I don't roll society.
Sorry, my doc with this just takes.
Ymitri's like, I don't know society.
It's still in like page 90.
This is not my way.
Yeah, it's not a thing I roll.
I rolled, I got a 5.
Come on, take me to the thing. Why can't you take me to the thing? Sorry.
From memory, go.
Nah, I want to get this right. I actually like wrote it out well, so
I'm terrified
here we
of what
go.
this game is.
So Glockenspiel is a game beloved by goblins everywhere, even while the rules are really loose and shift dramatically from region to region. In all instances, a pig or some other livestock is involved, as is tackling, and no fewer than 4 clubs. That said, from there, the rules vary dramatically. Glockenspiel. Think of it like, what's the towing game? War tug, but with pigs and bats.
What?
Would you tug
Tug
on
of
the
war with pigs and
pigs?
bats?
Do you tug against the pigs?
Where do the bats go? Are they bats like bats?
This
or are
sounds
they bats
delicious.
Like bats?
Rules not important. You
The-
play, feast afterwards. This dude's diction is like nosedived in the past 30 seconds.
I'm in.
Guys, we
Sure.
don't want a goblin feast. I don't think.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So the several dolphins arise out of the water awaiting their new masters.
How do we get dolphins out of this?
I mean, not new perma masters, but temporary riders. How's that? Decked out in like dripping leather treated saddle.
Did we get water walking or water breathing?
Water breathing.
Shit.
I'm gonna drop all my stuff that gets damaged in water on the deck, and I'll swan dive into the water and then swim up to a dolphin.
Okay. What's your? Do you want to name your dolphins, or should I give them names?
I'm
I'm
not
not going to name a dolphin.
getting
I'm going to have for
attached.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Milo, are you getting in the water?
I will. Can I acrobatically, like, can I do a gainer off the side of this boat?
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Just like
gonna
roll
get on my
acrobatics.
dolphin, and its name is gonna be Willy.
Okay. So Leista's on Willy.
You're going to free him?
I'm gonna try.
Captain, are you going to come with us? Since this is your idea.
Goblins are really not my thing. There was this one time, just don't make me relive it.
I
That's a
thought this was your
27.
idea, though.
27. Yeah, you swan dive pretty masterfully, and one of the goblins who you struck earlier with the lingering acid damage sees you about to dive in and just like has the dolphin just poop right where you're gonna land, and then swim away rapidly. It washes off immediately, but like,
But like we all know it happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit a murder tonight.
sounds good.
Carter was just sticking around until Milo got pooped on. I mean, it's important to have
see
realistic and achievable goals. Well done.
See you, Carter. Thanks for popping in.
I see you.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah. So the one that you we'll call it Krigzar is the one who is getting ganked so hard. But Piotr, what's your dolphin's name?
Eat.
Beat what?
Meat.
Meat. Milo, you naming yours?
Fish meat.
I'm gonna name it after that goblin that I'm gonna murder.
Okay.
name?
Krigzar.
Rigzar? Cool.
And Ymitri.
I have to get on a dolphin to play a tug of war?
I mean, not technically, but like it'll help.
Ah, shit.
Rhea.
Only my illusory creature could interact.
I'm gonna
We're
name
playing it in the water.
my dolphin Mango 2.
Mango 2.
I reluctantly take off my shirt and get on a dolphin and follow Rhea.
Ooh. Do you have a name for yours, or?
I was like, can I
Savory.
trip Ymitri on the way
Savory?
down so he just
Okay.
falls in the water?
Yeah.
Why?
Except how would I trip?
I'm
I'm
hard
already
to
on a
trip.
dolphin. How would I trip him?
Your
I'm hard to
chaotic
trip.
nature.
I rolled a 29 on my
Could you
acrobatics.
make some seaweed grow up from the bottom? That'd be a really big seaweed.
So Illiseth like begins getting ready to jump in after you, but then like realizes that everybody has already left the deck, and the captain just like puts her hand on his shoulder and is just like,
Better if you don't, bud.
I'm going to shout up to Guppy. You're going to owe us one for doing this for you, since this was your idea. And
I know.
Staying dry.
I'll let you. Oh, damn! I already did that captain's quarters thing. I'll think of something. So
better, and I non-hostily intimidate her.
So this is where we're going to leave off tonight. Tomorrow we're going to pick up with
Tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. We're going to pick up with the
Cockenspiel.
Cockenspiel, the mysterious tug of war game involving pigs, clubs, and dolphins. And yeah,
Rigzar's playing, right?
yep. Krigzar's
Good to
playing.
know.
I like
good to
to,
know.
in my
Does he
head, I've
breathe
decided that
underwater?
we're just playing Blitzball, and that's what's happening.
Yeah. If you like what you see,
I was imagining Calvin Ball.
if you like what you see, we have a YouTube, fantasy.net/YouTube. Drop a subscribe. We also have an Instagram that we post cool stuff on. Instagram.net.com/fantasticide. Whatever. You know, you get the point. Otherwise, we'll be here next week with more of How Not to End the World. Come watch us, and that is it for tonight. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Praise the sun.
Later.